Hi, chat.
Yeah, I have
Atari is taking shots already.
I'll take in ginger shots and Ritalin. 1 second.
Bao is
Ritalin.
back. I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know she ever left.
Isn't Ritalin something different?
It's
Ritalin is for ADHD. It's also known as methamphetamine.
Don't think you need that.
I have fun GW update news. Their stocks are still down since the Custodes kerfuffle. They're still down almost 10%.
Good.
Oh no.
Good. The tragedy. Anywho,
we have rumors also that they're going to be releasing the Horus Heresy. They're going to be releasing the models they announced this coming Sunday. I have screenshots of current prices so I can see how much they're trying to fuck people.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's pre-orders is what people are rumoring.
Hi, Gabby.
Okay.
Also, sorry, chat, that I'm a little kind of lazy today with the production value. I've been feeling kind of wonderful lately.
It's a good day.
Every day is a good day.
Let's see. But anywho, so you guys want to learn about... Okay, before we can talk about...
Kinky Space Elves.
The faction. No, they're not called Kinky Space Elves. They're called
They are now.
Dark Elf, the Drukhari.
The Kinky Space Elves.
Fun fact, they're called Drukhari because GW doesn't know how copyright works.
Oh gosh. Wait. I feel like before we get into lore, you have to explain that.
So Eldar and Dark Eldar are what they used to be called for forever ago, but I think it's Tolkien. The Tolkien verse has Eldar as a word for elves, and they got in lawsuit kerfuffles. Okay. So now they're called Eldari and Drukhari, which is infinitely gayer in my opinion, but
I kind of like it, but here's the thing. The reason why Drukhari are called Drukhari is because Druki is a word for a darken, or dark one, or in the Irish. So it's and the Druki is the keyword they use for dark elves in fantasy. So they try to do it a little bit. They try to change it up for their for Warhammer 40k. So they call it a Drukhari, which is just half the word.
Real reason is GW loves to copyright things, but also loves to steal things from other people.
Oh, just like Bungie does. That's funny.
It's raw. I mean, have you seen what an Arbites looks like?
Oh god damn it!
It's just Judge Dredd.
I do have to admit, after the last episode, I said that I would start listening to a book. I kind of am lacking on that because I got Audible. I made an account. Then I realized, oh, this book is $30 or $20. I'm gonna wait till payday to buy that, and then I forgot to do that.
Oh god. If you're getting Audible, you get credits like every month, and I would say just use the credit to get the books.
Hello, Xander.
I don't know how to get
friends in
credits.
chat.
You just pay monthly. The monthly fee.
I'm not gonna pay monthly. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's like $10 a month. What do you mean?
Bro, I am not. Listen, there's a lot of things. Listen, no. With all of the other things I am paying for.
Oh no, chat. Did you hear that? What's that? Did you hear that, chat? Arco says, $30. I have to wait for payday. I mean, asking, hey, it costs 1 credit. You get 1 credit a month for $9.
Okay, here's my question. Do you lose the book if you decide to stop paying for it monthly?
No.
Okay, so you just pay for the credit once, then you get the book, then you just stop paying for it. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. You can, yes. I stopped paying for it ages ago. I had it going, so I had 9 credits and 18 books. Like more, probably.
Maybe
like
I'll take a
books.
look of it.
Really quick, before we start, I'm going to share something with my chat that got ran across my desk. And I guess here, I'll share it with you guys if you guys are...
Across his desk.
Oh, bless, I would love to.
Because I see many things that run across my desk, as my chat knows. And today was this, a game called Dino Ramen Express.
Oh, I saw this. This looks amazing. Is it multiplayer or is it single player only?
I have no idea.
Scroll down. It should say in the Steam page.
Give it a bit. I want people to watch the little video.
Oh, yes.
And my last, I will say, okay, chat. I have to wake up very, very early.
This looks very funny.
This looks very Japanese. I'm into rifles. Wow. I do like the art style of the character. Yeah. It doesn't look 100% like an asset flip, so that's good. Okay, never mind it. Wow, alright.
Man, we need to scroll back for a minute.
Oh.
You know,
wait a minute.
Where was it? It was like right in.
Yeah, right there.
There we go.
The fuck?
All right, peak game of the year.
Also, did I say Aqua?
There's one that kind of looks like Aqua a little bit.
I'm a little confused. Literally has FNV's lockpick system and possibly asked
What the? I'm sorry, what? Why does this exist there?
Oh shit, Chad, I didn't notice I was hiding there. Hold on a moment.
Look, Chinese. Look, people could like dog on the Chinese all they want for like their ripoff games. Sometimes it's just really fun to have all this stuff thrown into like a pool together.
Yes.
And like it looks like a funny little like game to sit down and play.
It does. So, I agree with you.
And I was weirded out because it had mixed reviews. So to be fair, it just came out today, so you got to give it like a little credit on that. But I saw it had mixed reviews, so I was like, okay, well, what's wrong with it? And then it says it's just two people that complain about how slow the tutorial is and nothing else. And I was like, so you got? Did you really get stuck on the tutorial?
We found the game journalist boys. We got them.
Kind of makes me want to buy it to see how hard the tutorial is. That's actually a really good marketing strategy.
Like literally first one, I honestly couldn't sit through the tutorial. Okay, you got stuck on the tutorial. And the second person is tutorial is gut-wrenchingly slow. And then they don't really talk. They mention like there's some bugs in it, and that's about it. They both got stuck on the tutorial.
We got to upvote this game and be like game journalist proof, 10 out of 10.
And like,
that's absolutely amazing.
Look, it looks like a silly little game, and that's the thing. It's just funny.
Scroll down.
What?
Scroll down again. There's the second one. I think it was one of those that were one of those. Yeah, there's the GIF. There's the casing just stuck in midair.
Oh.
In the second GIF, you see it in the field. It's just hovering next to the gun. No, the one above it.
Oh, there. Yeah.
In the field. It's just.
Oh my gosh. You know, Again, is it single player or is it multiplayer is my question.
It says single player, but then it says LAN PvP and LAN co-op.
Sorry, what did you send me?
No.
It just showed up.
I sent
trying to scam me.
No, I am sending you a link to a thing. I was also going to ask you.
Unfortunately, none of us can play it together then.
No, there's a thing for LAN that you can do online now. I forget what it's called.
Oh, is there a way to make LAN online? Because I thought LAN literally was just P2P connection.
Yeah, me and my friend used to do LAN with there was an old fighting game, and he would do LAN connection with a.
It's Gavthorpe. It's Gavthorpe. Gross.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like Blue something. I'd have to look it up again. Chat's probably seen something similar to it. But there's a couple different apps now that let you do like LAN parties, but over the internet.
Fair. Gonna be honest with you. I've never done LAN before. I just know that it's like when I started getting into networking, I just know it's like P2P connections. Like literally, you have to be on the same network.
You're still sharing.
Yeah, I'm sharing to you. Screen. I'm not sharing to.
Oh, I didn't realize it popped off. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not sharing to my chat.
You're sharing your chat. All right.
All right, so we have. I posted videos a while ago. We can maybe pick one or two of those. We can just yap. We can figure it out.
Here, while y'all figure out where you want to start, I think my food is probably done.
The woman is busy as soon as we're about to get ready. Typical.
I am. I'm making food.
How far up did you post these?
A while, like a few days ago. I posted like 4 or 5 to keep them logged.
Yeah, one of them is Arch. 2 of them, 3 of 4. How many of them are arch?
I'm gonna say when it's Arch,
really
I am worried for how much time they take to watch.
No, a lot
most of them are
all of
30.
them are
The
arch,
longest
actually.
one is the Vect one. The Vect one's an hour.
Oh wow.
The
But
Vect
it also
one. Yeah, Vect.
Vect is
I think we
also
should start.
The Vect one also covers like the Dark Eldar starting as well because it's kind of meshed with him, so it's kind of a combo
Yeah,
video.
to be fair, the Eldar, as they call the space elves, the elves, the kinky ones, the Japanese warriors, the samurai. Like they have a lot of different weird kind of.
Are these all
No,
things that are
actually,
true?
no. Actually, here's the thing: the Eldars. We can get to it later on, but actually, they were the original like Japanese-based army, actually. But a lot of people don't really understand it.
And it was
No. Here's the thing: the Eldars in the back of their like. We can get to it later. I think it's because we're gonna meld in together later on. Now, we all know the War of Heaven that happened, which was the Necrons right before they went to sleep after defeating the old ones, the gods.
Yeah.
But before, during the war of the great, the big war between Necrons and the old ones. The old ones they created new beings to fight for them and to help them aid them in their fights. The first one was the Kroorks, the now ancient orcs and the second one was the Eldar, who could weave and as the orcs or Kroorks, I would say, was able to have the brawn to be able to fight any attrition that could ever happen and come on top of almost anything. The Eldar was the ones who were able to be the closest almost related to the old ones in their way of weaving the warp.
Mm-hmm.
So they gain magics if you want to go that far. Spells.
Okay, so you're the super special one then.
We are the super special one. We are the warlocks. We are the wizard and the sorcerers all together.
You are, as Emmett would say, the special.
Yes, we are the special ones. And here's the thing. The thing is, they were beyond the power you could get. However, weaving the warp is quite. You need to have they needed to be a level. Just like the Kroorks, they were stronger than their current day counterpart because they fought they fought an enemy that could effectively be immune to a lot of warp shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
At least in today's perspective. But after the war, the Eldar and all Kroorks were left in the galaxy without any major opponent.
He did, yes. It's okay though.
What a bitch.
Oh my god, Misu! That's so.
It's okay. You didn't miss very much. All you need to know is that orcs are inferior to elves, and that the elves are supposed to be apparently way more cooler.
They were cooler back in the day, and they were essentially immortal back in the day.
Although I think
true immortal.
I think one thing that's kind of funny is they all basically came from Mizu's race. So technically. Well, there is a picture of Mizu in chains right now. Mizu, you're actually the one in charge, and Atari is actually the one in bondage.
What? What do you mean Mizu are in charge? No, it isn't.
Mizu's the robot race. What do you mean?
No. This is the old one. The robot race is what they fought. The Eldar
Atari sounds like you're coping a little bit there.
Oh no. Okay, Shad. We need to keep it on thing. Okay, so after the Necrons went to sleep.
For us, it's just a race play thing. It's like that Chinese
VTuber. So after the Necrons went to sleep, the old ones were gone. The Catans have been smashed to shards, splintered. Now with the galaxy torn asunder, after war. Now there were only 2 major factions still roaming about. It was the Kroorks and the Eldar. And the Orcs was left to fight themselves because they could not even touch on the power of the Eldar. So the Orcs, while they degenerated as the infighting became bigger, the Eldar could carve the entire galaxy for themselves, essentially. Or a major point in how should I say it? The northwest part of the galaxy.
Okay.
And how should I say cat coming in? Hello. All right, sorry. And essentially, Eldars in his time were essentially immortal, as they were so gifted in the ways of the warp. And once the Eldar die, its soul goes to the warp, and then they could just weave it back into a form, or like a true newer form, immediately after.
If they were smart enough or cool enough.
Well, no, they could do it. They were that good enough.
Okay, so all of them are just naturally like. There's just like no stories of an Eldar that just like sucks at like.
This is like ancient Eldars. These are the ancient Eldars back in the day, and there was like nothing that really. It's kind of like when you were created by God, like the gods personally, and to the point where you could just. You were so gifted and you had no natural enemies that could compete with you. That's the kind of thing that happened to them.
Right.
I just like to think there's a retarded Eldar that still like fucks it up.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, there's one.
Like, there's got to be some Darwin Award winners among the Eldar.
Yeah, you can't tell me that you
well, here's the thing. The issue with once you are immortal, and it kind of becomes the whole thing. Because, before I go to that part, Eldar did have a pantheon of gods, because the thing is, they did still procreate and still made new Eldars that could take part in that, like in the rest of the galaxy, and fill it up a bit. And among these first Eldars was also, I would almost believe in certain points that people believe that they were surviving old ones that were created or that were spawned out of it. But some of them were above the rest, like Cain, the god. It's very much close to resembling the gods of Greek mythology.
Really quickly, Internet Zen Master decided to slap me down with a 50 just to say, counterpoint Atari. I point to the quote from Uthian the Perverse talking about how orcs are the pinnacle of creation. For them, the great struggle is one, they have evolved society which knows no stress or angst. Even Eldar knows orcs is best.
Okay, you see, the end of the sentence is orcs is best. Okay, here's the thing. Yes, they are. However, you're dealing with the thing is the Eldar in a straight up fist fight. Orcs are undisputably undefeatable. However, the Eldars unfortunately has max stamina or like max like mana at this point. So they kind of just stun lock you to the point where you're like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking bother to fight them. And the closest thing the old orcs could slap was just them each other. But this is a 60 million time frame where they like had really nothing to really do.
Yeah, I need to translate a bit for what Atari's saying with the whole gods thing. So basically every Eldar is psychically sensitive to a degree that humans can't even imagine. Like, they all have psychic powers to some extent. And
so as my chat said, they're all Tylenol Americans.
Yeah, my fucking God. I'll be right back. You continue talking.
Yeah. So like they're all psychers to some extent, some more than others, but they're all psychers essentially. And with their personal knowledge of the old ones who were essentially master warp weavers, they were able to physically create their pantheon. Like, they created their gods, and they created like a god a god of architecture, and that way they could make their buildings upside down and weird, like that kind of shit. It's like, oh, we need a god of food preservation. Oh, okay, now nothing spoils type shit.
Yeah, because...
Do you have a channel, Sid?
No, I don't. I'm just a dude.
They do not have a channel.
No, I do not.
Boy.
I'm just a dude.
He's just a dude.
I'm a little sea bun.
Really quick, Heroes of the Storm is still active?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I play all the time.
Oh, my God.
What is Heroes of the Storm?
It was a very casual, like, League of Legends sort of game.
It's League, but better in every way.
I assumed it had died.
Kind of, but they've been doing updates. They've been doing massive balance reworks. They've released, like, some new events and shit. Like, yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I could check your thing to see if you put a channel in there. And it says, recent activity, Heroes of the Storm, 1 hour ago. I'm like, holy shit, it's alive?
It's been alive. It never died. It's everything League players complain about. Heroes of the Storm fixes.
It is not a card game. It is a MOBA.
It's a MOBA, yeah.
And I always like playing MOBA.
It's League but fun.
I look at the list of the entire god list, and I was like, "Holy shit! I didn't even know half of some of these existed."
Oh, like I was kind of half kidding when they made like a god of food preservation, just so they couldn't bother with refrigeration. Like I was kind of.
But the most important ones we dare talk about, like you mentioned, I would say we're not going to talk about the gods because they're not very much.
2 or 3 of them because they're kind of.
Because you have the most popular one is Cain, of course, who is Kayla Mensha Cain, which is the god of
Yeps.
the Lord of Murder, or the bloody hand of God, essentially.
He's the Eldar god of war.
Really quickly, just for chat, if you donate more than $10, I'll try and read out your super chat as quick as possible, so that you can throw your opinion in. Professor Keen says that the Eldar had full control of the galaxy for 65 million years to clean up the mess from the war in heaven, and they failed to do so. Yeah. They're so lazy that now it's up to humans to do the job for them.
Okay.
Really quick.
That's true?
Body
pants. Are you just too lazy?
Okay, we will get to this point, because here's the issue. Eldars did a pretty good job, however, they got bored.
Really quick, this is a question that's not technically related to what our discussion is here today, but chat would like to know if the Master Chief would get ragdolled by an Astartes a Custodes.
He would. Custodes, probably. Astartes, he could probably go toe-to-toe.
You think he could blow for blow?
He has the speed advantage, for sure.
Okay, here's the thing. You're saying that, but here's the thing. Every spaceman is a martial fucking lord, almost.
Yeah, so is Master Chief.
No, it's
Atari,
like
I need a hard sandbag you on this, because you are so wrong.
No,
Plasma weapons are the main weapons of the Covenant, and he takes those shits.
Okay, Here's the thing. Okay, first of all, the only thing Master Chief has is this fucking Mjolnir armor, okay? And also, I need to smack every single one.
Master Chief is also like a superhuman.
Yeah,
I just smack every fucker who believes that fucking Halo is such a high and mighty franchise. Like, no, Master Chief literally, they are being. There's so many kids who played Halo as a kid, and now they are right-heading the high heavens.
I have never played Halo in my life, but I know enough about Master Chief to know that
Master Chief is separate from the other Spartans. He doesn't just have the armor.
He also Mjolnir armor is probably at least as good as power armor.
Okay, back to gay elves. Okay,
this is not for chat. This one's for me. Master Chief Astartes or Doom Guy?
I go versus
Doom Guy
later on.
Doom Guy. Of
course.
You think Doom Guy really?
I'm gonna say Doom Guy. Literally every demons would share on almost everything in like both in 40k a lot and other things. And Doom Guy, he chooses to use weapons because it paints them more. Come on now, or like the Doomslayer at least. The Doom Guy, I'm not sure about. Doom Guy is a little bit less powerful than Doomslayer.
Yeah.
Man, son of McCrag, I wonder where your biases lie.
Pyro Inferno says Heroes of the Storm is a weird way of pronouncing Defense of the Ancients.
You're right, it's a superior way of pronouncing it.
And
anyways,
I think Dota is massively gay. As somebody who has played every MOBA known to man, Dota and League top out is the two worst. League because it turns into a tanky slugfest, and Dota because it turns into a one-shot bullshit fest.
Like Heroes of the Storm had a good concept when it came out. It was like they were actually made. You can only win if you actually did stuff as a team.
Yeah,
and it wasn't this whole kind of.
It's so good.
Yeah, like it. I'm gonna say, but the issue was it came out at the time where League of Legends was at the peak and Dota was still having high ends. So it was like it could never carve out a fan base, and also the response time of things was not as slick and clean as the other two.
The thing that really cured, as someone who plays like a fucked up, I've been playing Heroes for like 6-7 years. The thing that killed Heroes is when they tried to do like an esports scene and then they put no effort into it and it killed itself and popularity kind of died off.
Because they should have stuck with the casual nature of it. It was a lot more casual than the other two, and that's what made it popular.
Like competitive, like it is the competitive one. They just didn't try.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, they just didn't try is the thing, and yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna set images of
Doom Guy would kill most of the Chaos Gods, with Khorne being the last to survive.
While you
Yes.
pull up images,
I already
Internet Zen said that Master Chief can go toe-to-toe with an average unnamed Space Marine and have a shot winning. Named Space Marines, not so much. Custodies, lol, no. Also, Doom Guy rocks everything. Next question.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Here's the thing: the reason why an unnamed Space Marine is because, like,
Just plot.
yeah, it's essentially is what it is. Yeah.
So you're gonna notice something anytime you look at Space Marine art. If you look at the one without a helmet, it's the main character.
Yeah.
It's not even a joke. It's like as soon as he loses his helmet, he becomes main character plot armor. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
All right, Chad, I'm a little bit behind on other stuff. I'll try and get to it when we have a moment. So yeah, I apologize. And I will try and get to your stuff as we get to it, as time allows. But thank you.
Yes, but like the guy. So me and Atari are posting photos of Kyla Mensha Kane. It's the Eldar God of War.
No.
Okay.
Kayla Mensha Kane, get it right.
Kyla Mensha. I'm not.
Listen, he's a dirty American. He's a dirty human. All right, he doesn't have to pronounce your fucking God right because one day he's gonna slay him. He's the unnamed Marine that's just gonna slay him randomly.
So, Akko, you say that.
It already happened.
Shut up.
I'll talk about it in a bit.
Moving on.
When Atari calms down.
No. Here's the thing.
Is that why chat?
Talking sick, you bastard.
Is that why chat said he's the loser god?
Yes, and we'll explain it in a bit.
Okay, fair enough.
I will have the talking stick during the time, and I will get it right. Also, I will post this image of. I will post this image of another god because this is the funny image.
Yeah, it's Aisha.
And it said this is someone that Miso should know as well. So Cain is the god of war, similar to how Cain in our real universe kind of is in the Greek pantheon. And no one really likes Cain, but Cain is one of the major ones. Then you have Asurian. Let's see, how do you actually spell Asurian? Like GW, and you fucking didn't mention my.
Also, sorry, I sent the wrong one. I meant to send this one.
I'm trying to find the good one. Hold up.
Oh my. I am just awoken, trying to get pieces thing together, and these people say, "Holy shit, bro, I'm being spicy today."
No, you're totally good. Listen, we're ripping you a little bit. It's all right.
God damn, I'll have to be on my tippy toes, chat.
Is this the Roast Atari stream?
Every stream is Roast Atari stream.
Which is funny because this is literally his race that we're talking about tonight.
And I'm just going to use this one because there are actually no really good images of Ashurian, who is the head of the entire pantheon, the gods of, of the Eldar.
Zeus.
There's a...
Yes.
Was he also killed by an unnamed Marine?
Almost. No.
How many animals does he fuck?
Yes.
You know, here's the thing. Speaking of fucking,
well, here we go.
You know, No. We are getting to a different thing. Okay, so over all these millennia of high and being on top of the world of the galaxy, literally, there is Eldar, as Sid mentioned before, has the highest of highs and lowest of lows when it comes to emotions. They are very emotional, very special to a very high degree.
You've been displaying that very clearly tonight.
Every Eldar is a woman.
Yes.
Stay away from the period.
Well, then with this thing came artwork and high, and eventually hedonism became a very high topic of dispute or a thing of every part of thing, because you could die or death was like was meant nothing anymore. Everyone needed something to go, and they just tried to reach higher and higher highs, more and more and more. And it was like a faction, a whole galaxy, like civilization level. And some of the Eldar could weave the future. And some of them saw that the hedonism would lead to their undoing eventually. But before that, even some Eldar said forewent the entire, some Eldars just want to return to monkey, essentially, or lizard, and some would also otherwise say. So a lot of them
return to fish.
Yeah, no. It's kind of like they wanted nothing to do with high technology, because Eldars
think of them like Amish.
Yeah, like that is kind of, yeah. So some of them, because these are called the Exodites.
I'm getting don't worry, Atari, I'm already ahead of you. My favorite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can talk about them if you want to talk some more.
So the Exodites are my favorite flavor of Eldar because GW doesn't touch them, so their lore stays fine.
Yes.
So the Exodites are essentially the wood elves of 40k. They are returned to monkey. Better. They are returned to monkey elves. They live
return to dino.
Do they also do cannibalism?
No.
Probably not. Question mark?
Like, no, but I know of. Also, Misu, did you read the book you were gifted?
I have not had a chance yet. I'm a slow reader.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's okay. It also took me like 2 months.
Here's the thing. They are in the beginning of the book.
Yeah, just got here like last week.
They are. For those who don't know, like Exodites are literally dino riders, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I can see that. They like the dinosaurs.
It's my favorite aesthetic. It's my favorite aesthetic of the Eldar. It's so good.
But they want nothing to do with high technology. They want to return and live like ancient times. And I think what I believe is this is what they actually Eldar was more akin to like before the entire call of the war in heaven.
So essentially, Atari kind of skipped over it, but he kind of mentioned it. So like we mentioned, they're very emotional as a species, and like I don't know if we properly explained kind of how warp energy works. Like when you feel an emotion, it creates like a finite amount of warp energy that then goes into the warp. So what all the psychic future telling Eldar we're seeing, we're like, well, we're becoming a hedonistic species, and we're creating like hedonistic warp energies at like a population scale, and this is probably going to do crazy shit in the warp. The Exodites saw that and were like, okay, so we're just going to return to monkey. We're going to become like Amish on like Shrine World, or like, are they Maiden Worlds technically? Or I can't remember what they call their worlds. They're their own little worlds, and they're going to do their own thing, and they're going to have their own like tribal conflicts to kind of disconnect themselves from the hedonism, because like if they're constantly having to struggle to survive, they don't have time to smack their peepees with a hammer or whatever.
Understood.
Yes.
So by forcing themselves to abandon technology, they don't have the time to become degenerates. Is their kind of thought process?
To be honest, this is a good commentary about how the more advanced a country becomes, the more hedonistic and more degenerate it becomes, and that's really funny that we're having that conversation with Warhammer.
It's kind of like without a unified goal or like upheaval or any kind of thing they can make a civilization like have to force themselves to improve or anything. They cannot fall back to a hedonistic mindset when there's nothing that really has a meaning in life.
Counterpoint. Yeah. We are so dedicated to being degenerates, we are making advanced robotics for it.
Well, they didn't make it.
Thank you, Xander.
They didn't make robots to fuck with them.
It's Maiden Worlds with world spirits. We'll touch on the world spirits later.
Really quickly. This one is on topic. Internet Zen says, I'm sorry, Atari, but Kane is the ultimate jobber. Also, that is not Aisha. Her tracts of land are much bigger than what we see in that picture.
Internet Zen Masters.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. There's a reason why I picked that image, and Misu likes it because he will understand it. Because we will get to that later on. The meme is very funny.
Try to find more cool art of the Exodus.
Unfortunately, she's the one you should feel bad for.
Oh, what is it? All the memes of what's his name, Gilliman, fucking the Eldar.
No, Dad. We're probably not going to talk about them today.
I don't want to talk about the Ynnari because GW doesn't seem to want to talk about them anymore either.
I didn't even want to mention the name, but Sid just throw that shit on the table. Okay.
I like to bully them. I love to bully them because Eldar.
All right. Back on topic.
Eldar
however,
repurposing Necrons for love. Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
Honestly, the Galaxy would have been way better in that case, because here's the thing, the Necrons are soulless beings, so they could have found a unity between, but unfortunately, they're both very racist.
My people are not soulless.
They are literally you little blue one.
They are very soulful, that's why they run around collecting shit.
Man, Atari just dropped a hard blue one, guys. Someone cancel him.
If they were soulless, they would not have such dedication to their museums.
This is like as you see
very
in the
true.
Chat, the Exodites are super old. Like they're from like early 90s Warhammer. Like as you can see by this sick art.
Oh boy. But yes, so
what is that? Howl's Moving Castle looking art right there?
No, it's on the back of a dinosaur.
Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle, literally.
Yeah, like here's the thing. They had like major like. Yeah, like here's the thing. It's quite funny also because they're saying the Exodites, like this dinosaur, was also they were kind of had them even on Earth at one point, or like Terra, and after the War of Heaven, they kind of all disappeared. So they try to link it together. Like they try to have essentially the War of Heaven 65 million years ago, because to make it like, oh, so these dinosaurs was also on our planet too.
Dinosaurs were for the Eldar. That's why they went away.
Derp. But anywho,
well then, just to clarify, who's the meme of the one elf girl that's always portrayed as being with one of the Custodes or Astartes?
Shush. Yeah, like we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I'll post you a meme.
Misu, all the memes we will post them when we get to them, honey.
Yes.
Don't worry.
And I will complain about them because I hate the Inari and they're gay.
Anywho, but back to the major fallen civilization of hedonism. So otherwise, meanwhile, they saw the future of it. When they saw the future, and here's the thing: when big hedonism, you see how depraved the rest of your species becoming, and some are willing to concede how you're treading a path of something that will bring you to your civilization to ruin. Either they decided to remove themselves from it and take a path of how should I say it? Sid, can you help me find a word for it?
For which one? The Craft Worlds?
Craft Worlders, yes. And I will post it. The reason why it's kind of like nomadic, yes. Well, they are nomadic because here's the thing: they create these vast ships called these are craft worlds. Thank you, and they are the size of planets. Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are varying sizes, but they are essentially arc ships. They are
arc Texas.
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah. The star never sets in the galaxy.
But the thing is, these Eldar are trying to control their emotions. The best way to describe they kind of like the Jedi Order in a sense. They're trying to be. They're trying to control.
I see what you mean.
But yeah, no, that's the kind of thing they did. Like it's kind of I think Warhammer, or GW, making a little joke of, or like a little bit inspiration from the Jedi, essentially with controlling your emotions and you should not feed into them as much as, because the rest of the Eldar race just they abused and used it however they saw fit, to the point of hedonism on a grand scale that we cannot even fathom or imagine. Like any kind of depravity you can think of to a high degree in any time period of like human race. Imagine that, but worse. And yes, we're talking about the time where they even wore people's skin, or where they stabbed people like in whatever sensitive area you could think of, and just did it.
Atari, you say that that's like worse than us, but have you read the Epstein files? There's like 3 million files.
No, I'm saying this was just common courtesy. Like this
I'm saying listen, it was common with it was common with the elites. It's common with the Eldar, and they're considered elites.
Yeah, like they were elites. No. Like I can tell you, they were a brace of elites, and people looked at those files because they were out in the public, and
it was a.
No,
Taco. It's a species-wide Diddy party. That's basically what was happening.
Yes. Like, that's the thing. It kind of is they had, but however, a lot of Eldars here during this period, we're just going to throw them out as like common terminology of Eldar, because some of them wanted to ostracize themselves from it, which was the craft world, will later be called craft world Eldars. And and for now, in our terminology today in Warhammer, they are the normal Eldars now.
Quote unquote.
And the weird one is, these are the ones who left everything behind, the Craftworlders, who are on this great arc ships. There were many arc ships that tried to leave as well to the greater known galaxy to remove themselves from this.
Yes.
However, they came to the port where the Diddy party, as we call it now, they came to such a high...
Referring to the birth of Slanesh as the Diddy party trademark is great, and I'm going to do that from now on.
It went to Epstein's Island.
Party. The thing is, they became to such a massive, because the entire part of the galaxy. Sid, could you find me 40k galaxy world map or galaxy map.
I can try, but they're not going to be great. Go ahead.
While he's looking for it, one of my commenters says, a small one is the size of Texas, a large one is from north of Canada to the mid of Mexico.
Yeah, that is kind of
an average size. People typically just say continent because GW can't keep the sizes straight either. And
yeah. However,
I mean, they are gay elves.
Fair enough.
To be well, they could.
The gay elves can't keep sizes straight. I don't know about that.
But the whole thing about it is basically in the whole galaxy area they had, there was, while everything was happening along, they had their gay. That was not the map I wanted.
That is a map and a half.
Is there a planet Epstein
no
for
one can read? They are called Crone Worlds, but we get to them.
Also, chat, they posted this, and then Atari said it wasn't a good map for whatever he was trying to do. So this is what Atari's looking at.
Hold on, let me...
That's not a map. That's
it is. You have landmark. I have Solar. I have Terror.
I'm trying to go. Okay, what we need is something that's autistic for my eye, essentially.
What space is what?
This is not autistic.
Okay, here you go. Here's something that's a bit. This works for turn. We're not getting to them later on, but we need this because the Eye of Terror is on it. That's what I want to get.
I won't talk about the retcon, Atari.
You know what? That's not a bad map. That's a pretty good looking map.
Here's the thing. Ignore the tendrils that are around it, or like the little tree things. We talk about that a different day because they are bugs. All of them are just
those are the hive.
All of them are just a swarm of bugs. Two is so massive and so numerous you can see them as just tendrils. Don't worry about it. That's a future problem.
That's not my problem.
But you see the thing called the Eye of Terror. That was the middle of the entirety of the Eldar Empire. Or Imperium,
was their capital?
Capital, yes. It's basically they held themselves up to like around the area that like in their entirety. But however, they came to a point where the climax of their entire hedonism of the entire race got so great. Yeah, like. And I'm a little bit unsure of what happened in particularly. But
so essentially, I can kind of fill it in. Basically, what happens is they're creating these like psychic waves in the warp with all of their hedonism and their sadism, masochism, and it's concentrated. It's slowly becoming concentrated in a physical area around their capital worlds because that's where most of them are, and. Like if you get enough psychic energy in a place like regularly, you can like thin the veil between the warp and our dimension essentially, and stuff can bleed.
Yes.
So it's that basically was happening principally around the Eye of Terror, and it went on for so long that eventually the psychic energies hit a critical mass and created Slaanesh.
There was a psychic scream that was heard that echoed through the entire galaxy.
Psychers can still hear it to this day sometimes.
And what they caused was because the thing is, Eldars are very in tune to the warp. And there was this port where the water ran over the entire warp, essentially. To the point where there was like a ripple that just got through. And the entire warp got a wound open up in the galaxy nowadays called the Eye of Terror, that just ate up the entirety of anything that was in there was eaten up by the entire warp.
So it's like a black hole.
It's not a black hole per se, but it's a game where there was a gashing wound that just opened up to the entire thing. And what keeps it contained nowadays with the new lore that came out
is more like a black cherry.
Here's the thing: the Necrons were advanced to work and fight against the Eldar and the old ones who work with the warp in fighting them.
I tried to talk about the retcon Atari, and you're talking.
No. Listen to me now. I told you here that I was gonna fix it because I will explain to you why it works.
God. This is headcanon, everybody.
We will go to a headcanon, but it's a mixture of both. Okay, shut up. And the reason as it is so contained because it was probably gonna eat up the rest of the galaxy. But the pylons that was around, there are things that contain the power of warp power, is what keeps it to the size that it is contained. So it's like a defensive measure around it that just happens to be around that area. But other than that, but any Eldar that was within this sphere, like within that sort of area of space, dead and snapped out of life in a blink of an eye. All their souls was flung into the thing to create a new chaos god called Slaanesh, or feed into a entity called Slaanesh, because Slaanesh always existed, but not because every god, there are multiple chaos gods or gods in general in the warp. They are just not major pantheons of powers. And Slaanesh was one who was slowly feeding off all of these things until the point they hit a tipping point, so that she could what do you call it? Fight or like be up on top with the rest of the two or three other pantheons.
Elevated Slaanesh to the point where she could contend with the other great chaos gods.
Contend. Oh, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Sid.
Yes.
Sid is great to have on it.
Yeah, he's really good at translating.
He's controlling my autism. Good.
Yeah, I have to do it for myself when I speak to normal people.
What's a maelstrom?
Oh, yes. The maelstrom, we'll get to that.
So it's essentially a different warp. It has nothing to do with the Eldar. It's a baby Eye of Terror, essentially. It's just a stable warp storm.
It's a warp storm who refused to go disappear.
Yeah, no one knows why, but it's just kind of hanging out there, and you just go around it, and you're fine.
It's completely unrelated, essentially.
It's the homeworld of the best boy, Lufturan.
Kind of like a big tornado. Just don't get near it, and you're good.
Yeah,
pretty much,
yeah, exactly.
Unless you want to be inside it, and then you've got to be a badass.
The thing is, the maelstrom is a lot nicer to go through than the Eye of Terror. The Eye of Terror is just, it's
an Eye of Terror.
It's literally a gateway portal from our dimension to the warp. It is a stable portal, and no one really knows like what to do about it except put stuff around it so nothing gets out.
But the thing is, any Eldar, the entire Eldar empire was in that location because they were very localized. And any craft world who tried to remove themselves from them, who was trying to get further away from the Eye of Terror during this time, because they were very close together when people tried to extradite themselves from it.
I think Gabby is skipping us ahead a little bit. You say there are Epstein planets. They're Crone worlds, and they are the Librasil craft world's resposibility.
That's unironically, any planet of the Eldar
as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, he says, by Internet Zen says, that feeling when you realize Crone worlds are just several planets worth of Epstein Islands and Diddy parties. Yes. Given Slaanesh is depicted as male and female, old Jeffrey longed for IRL Fuda. The jokes write themselves.
The thing is, the Slaanesh is a chaos god of the Eldar, essentially. The thing is, there was I wouldn't even go so far. Like, this is probably a little bit me inserting my own theories, but it's kind of like Slaanesh was a deity that they were. Like, the Eldars, in hedonism, even worshipped Slaanesh, even to the point where without knowing he was one of them. But after this thing, even some of the gods that they have, the entire pantheon, was also eaten up in this blink of an eye as well, along with the rest of the race.
We mentioned the Eldar pantheon. So Slaanesh is born. The Eye of Terror is created as essentially a tear in reality as a result of its birth. And
it's they. Thank you very much.
It's
Abomination, actually, first of all. But anyways,
what do you say about her?
Slaanesh is born, and Slaanesh then gains the power to essentially challenge the rest of the Eldar pantheon. And because the gods, both of the Eldar and the Chaos gods, are powered by belief, the Eldar have been worshipping like sensation for about a couple million years. So these gods are not only incredibly weak, Slaanesh just got a massive power boost. Slaanesh wipes out all of them except for like 3.
No, the thing is, well, yes, that's true. Like, the thing is, once she ate up the 95% of the entire Eldar species, The issue is the way they made them immortal was kind of like the issue here. They go to the warp when they die and then get reformed, but that doesn't work anymore because Slanesh is now the one who eats their souls as soon as they die in an unending torment.
So their psychers would like pluck their souls out of the warp, put them in a new body, and then back to business. You can't do that now because Slanesh exists, and Slanesh actively will seek out and consume any of our souls.
Slanesh has now won the, how should I say? Slanesh won the, what should we say? The law has now won the.
They created a new law, basically. It sounds like.
Yeah, no, there's a new law, or they won the kind of, what do you call it when you're in court? The court case, or saying, I have ownership of the entire Eldar
property.
Yes.
So normally,
Property,
like if you or I die, we just kind of go into the warp and then fizzle out. And just become like background warp energies. But an Eldar soul is actively sent to Slanesh by his own like machination. Like he actively will pull them towards him to consume them.
On camping their souls. That sounds about right.
You
know what?
They literally are.
That's actually
the thing.
What's happening.
In the warp, here's the thing, because it's high emotions the warp is feeding off on, or like getting off from. Eldars have the highest and lowest of lows when it comes to this thing. And like that, and they are, we can say like a human is very malleable to like chaos that they can feed off on, a very nutritious race. However, Eldars it's a delicacy.
Hippity hoppity, your species is my property.
I mean, what I'm hearing is that your boyfriend is a delicacy. You might want to get on that.
Yes, I am.
I already have.
Indeed, a delicacy.
He also thinks himself very high and mighty of himself.
I am.
Exactly. So when he dies,
I let him think that for other people.
Slanesh is definitely going to have a fun time, is what I'm hearing. When you die.
Well, we also did skip through another thing I needed to mention as well. During this entire, before this entire ordeal, Eldars, when they used fast and light travel, they had this thing called webway gates, or use the webway essentially to get around. These are tunnels in between dimensions essentially, or a different altered dimension pocket.
They're tunnels.
They were made by the old ones essentially. And Arco, this is perfect. When you make a portal, nether portal, right?
Yes, they basically had a bunch of Why are you using Minecraft?
Because it's a good example.
And we know you understand Minecraft.
Okay,
no, I do understand Minecraft, but I feel like you're treating me like a kid now.
No, it's a good way, because this thing I need to learn how to explain this as well. This is me trying a new way to explaining it.
I'm letting you learn English. Go ahead.
So when you make a nether portal, it makes a portal in one. Because if you're in the overworld in Minecraft, you make a nether portal and another one will spawn in the nether, or vice versa, right?
Yep.
That's something that needs to be as well, because it needs to be a portal in one place and the other, in the webway and within it. But however, if you remove the portal from one side, it just ceases to function in the other one, right?
Yeah.
But you can still move it around to a different 3 blocks away, and then it still works. That's essentially as well how it works, because the thing is, the tunnels within the webway switch and moves around, because they are tunnels that just bend and weave, and when they're on planets they kind of move, so they can be hard to traverse. They're like labyrinths, and the thing with the webway is it's completely removed from the rest of the galaxy in a pocket dimension, which means it's also removed from how should I say, the warp essentially as well, to a very large degree. Now, this is very interesting to the point, because Eldar still had harbors. Well, they connected all these places and all these worlds.
Inside the webway.
Yes, and one of these places, the high areas, was a harbor called the Kamara. Now, the Eldars in the rest of the galaxy were swollen up or eaten up, or they had removed themselves to the point where they were unaffected by this to a degree. Now, the people who were in the webway are now known today more so as the Dark Eldar. These are the ones who still are hedonistic to the point the world beyond the fall, as this was called when Slanesh was born.
The reason they're so fucked up is that, in our galaxy, you either escaped the birth of Slanesh or you were instantly consumed and died. However, because the webway is inside the warp, a little bit of that explosion kind of bled through to the Eldar that were inside the webway, so that imagine like your soul is like a water bottle. Essentially, Slaanesh just kind of came over and like poked a hole, and like your soul is slowly draining out of your vessel. And now they have to figure out how to deal with that, which they don't figure out for a hot minute. But we'll get to that in a bit.
Like, there's another thing, like, because Slaanesh kind of has a grip on their souls, even though you have not died yet. Slash still has a grip upon any Eldar souls, like intently. Like the laugh in the background.
Just me giggling at a video.
Well, no, that was Slaanesh giggling. Anyway.
Oh, she looks very embarrassed right now.
But anywho, so basically, there are ways they have to deal with the Slaanesh always slowly eating their souls, and every Eldar is slowly withering away now.
Specifically, the Dark Eldar. Craft Worlders are fine, but they have to do different things.
The Craft Worlds get around it with, you see, you can look at my model, for instance. I have a lot of gems on me. A lot of normal Eldars in every artwork. If you... Sid.
I get some, don't worry. Yes. We'll go.
Do my bidding.
Well, while you're looking that up, Internet Zen says, to follow up with Atari's theory, Slaanesh, aka she who thirsts, is to Eldar what Gork, Mork are to the orcs. Slaanesh was the first natural Eldar god, unlike Gork, who sticks orc souls in a respawn lobby. Slaanesh eats them.
Yes.
Picking up some images of my favorite Aztec warriors. Hold up.
Like, man, every time I think of Gork and Mork, I just think of Wasag, but that's a different thing.
Yeah. Feel really bad, Internet Zen Master. You really missed that episode. It's okay, though. We'll probably talk about orcs again.
I hate that I missed it. Yeah, because I need correct people on.
All right.
I was very EP.
We kind of just, listen, it was a fun stream, but I feel like we need to do another stream on orcs where we just do more. Because I felt like that stream wasn't, it was chaotic like orcs.
Yeah, and the thing is, these are soulstones, so once
I'm trying to find the good one. There you go. There's a soulstone in his chest.
That is not a good image.
Listen,
that's the image I used for the thumbnail, or close to it, actually.
No, that was not the image you used. I saw it. It was not it. Because the image you used doesn't have those rounded stones anywhere.
Yeah. Because it was a Cabalite warrior. That's why, nerd.
Yeah.
I know mine.
Orcs again. We'll have to do orcs again another day. Well, we'll do orcs again when we figure out something specific to talk about.
I have to ask her, Eldar women are hot.
We can do orcs again when you get them out of your empire.
Yeah, because the soul stones that are around every Eldar in a lot of artwork in the middle, usually it's located in the middle of their bodies, essentially, or like the armor or any weapons.
Usually over like the heart.
Because these things are things that like holds their soul in the material. Kind of is the thing that catches a soul, like in a soul gem from you're like Ava who likes
soul gems.
Yeah, it's actually yeah. So it kind of captures so it doesn't fall, like they don't fall away, or
they're all magical girls then.
There's so they're psychic gems that essentially when the Eldar dies, instead of their soul passing into the warp to be consumed, it goes inside of the gem.
Yes. And then it being like they keep in the massive craft worlders are keeping the souls.
I'm pulling up stuff.
Yeah,
they literally are magical girls.
So
but the craft worlders hold it.
So Atari just posted a photo of a warlock, which is an Eldar psyker.
Yeah, I think it's called. Yeah, I think it's a warlock. Maybe
It's a warlock.
Here's the thing: a lot of people look at me and say, "Oh, you know about the craft worlders, Eldars." I'm like,
Gabby sent me this.
Oh, that's
it's a banshee.
That's the banshee. The thing is, Eldars usually have.
She looks like a banshee.
Hey.
Well, what I like that Arco point out, it's a she. And Games Workshop trying to say no, it can be either. I was like, oh no,
they're women.
I don't know. She's got tits, man. That's a woman right there.
Where's my Wraith Guard? I need to find my Wraith Guard. Go ahead, Atari.
But yeah, like the thing is, we're gonna go back to the thing before we go to the soldiers, I think still. But yeah, so the Drukhari essentially doesn't use soul stones to deal with it. Every faction of Eldar are kind of removed, so they find their own different way to deal with it. Now, the Drukhari being in the webway removed, they still slowly having their soul eaten for being so close to the whole thing.
Yeah. So the reason they can't use soul stones for some reason, they just don't work. If you give
no,
stones,
I'm gonna tell you, they can use soul stones. Here's the thing. They both have come up with different ways of dealing with this thing, the illness they have, like in the prior days. The Drukhari realized there's a thing we can trade off to deal with this thing, to regain the siphoning of the energy to basically deal with this thing, and that is if we torture someone else, we feed Slanesh. Like we feed our own souls and vice versa to Slanesh so we can regain.
They feed Slanesh. It's they take the psychic energy into themselves instead of it. This is why they do it in Kamarog most. Yeah, Kamarog is isolated from the warp. Yeah, so the psychic energy doesn't go to Slanesh; it goes to them, which is why Slanesh hits them extra hard instead of regular Eldar.
Like, here's the thing. Okay, so there's something called bone. Like, this is something I usually also hate with the new lore they haven't done. It's something everything the Eldars use is called. It's not metal.
It's called Wraithbone.
Yes, and these are siphoned through bone singers. They just literally take stuff and they basically create matter with the warp and they just harden it.
It's physical warp is what I like to call people. And people go, that doesn't sound that sounds confusing. I was like, I know it is. It's like saying I have a stick made of electricity.
A lot of
kind of weird.
A lot of Eldars use warps, magic. I was gonna say magic. Warp powers as psychic abilities to have their entire civilization function. Drukhari, the issue with them being so close and not using soul stones for their thing, they have kind of evolved almost to a point where they never use it because they will just get eaten up a lot easier to by Slanesh faster. And also be a burden on everyone else around them. So they rather not keep any psychers close to them at all. But what they do instead is they will instead use, as we said before, pain engines. So they siphon warp power not through themselves but through pain, and gathers the emotion of pain. They use that as a warp engines to basically siphon their things instead. So they have found a way to use pain as a way to make the entire society work. Now, this is why and it works so well with their society they already have, because they were already a sadistic, hedonistic species already. Because these are the original Eldar. Yeah, we'll say they have DD parties still to this day. Don't worry.
That's not what I said. I said it was your kind of party.
Oh, I'm not. I don't have DD parties.
No, I was. That's why I'm marking it back for you.
Allegedly.
I was ready to do it.
All right, I'm gonna do some translations because Atari is rambling.
Oh God,
Atari's struggling a little bit.
He's excited. It's okay.
So
essentially, you have the Craft World. So we'll recap. The Craft World Eldar specifically stave off Slanesh's consumption and corruption by martial and mental disciplines. They control their emotions. What they do is there's something called the paths, which there's essentially different I guess jobs is the best way to put it, basically. And an Eldar essentially will go down a path, they master the path, and then they're supposed to put it down and pick up another thing. Because one of the issues they used to have is that you'd have an Eldar who's an artist, and he would become obsessed with his art, and he would become it would consume him, and he'd be like, I need the perfect painting, the perfect painting. It's the red is not the right shade. I can't get it. And then in frustration, he punches his easel and starts bleeding. And it's like, oh, the red, there it is. And then he starts painting in his own blood because he's slowly going insane because of Slanesh psychic corruption bullshit. By doing the path system, the Eldar becomes the best painter he can and then picks up something else to keep them from becoming obsessed.
Yes.
It's easy. That's how they kind of
extremely disciplined, yes.
That's how they fixed it. The Exodites have essentially decided to play Minecraft hardcore with one heart, and because they're doing that, they're too focused on surviving to become hedonistic. Is the easy. Right. The Drukhari have essentially gone, okay, well, soul stones don't really work on us because even if we put our soul in a soul stone, it still kind of gets slowly drained. So that's not going to fucking work.
Yeah. and they kind of just don't want to deal with the whole. They don't want to do the martial, like controlling their emotions really anymore.
Yeah, they want to have fun.
Like
they want to stab people in funny ways.
Yeah, they see the race. The Drukhari see themselves as perfect or beautiful. They see the entire race before the fall as the peak of civilization.
They are so hoity-toity, it's not even funny.
like the excerpt of like even the leader of the Drukhari called he's also known as the most evil guy out there as well.
Drubail Vecht, the king,
Vecht,
the best boy. He didn't do nothing wrong.
And he remembered the fall because he was right there with them. And he mentions how beautiful the Eldar used to be. Yeah. And he says to a human, and the human is like, "You're a fucking hedonist." And he's like, "No, we were beautiful."
He's like, yes, Giga Chad faced.
Yes, Chad faced.
Yeah.
Being a hedonist doesn't preclude you from being pretty.
Yeah, no, like...
I mean, he's not very pretty, but he thinks he's very pretty, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, don't talk about Atari that way.
I'm talking about he's a dude. He can't hurt me.
And also, it kind of... like, it also goes to, like, the factors of the Drukhari kind of changed their... Like, the Eldars of the craft worlds, they all have kind of very similar weaponry. However, the Drukhari has kind of, like, changed around their weaponry to be not lethal, but more so trying to work with a thing you're just causing you pain and suffering.
Where is... I'm pulling up images of, like, Eldar with guns so we can illustrate the differences. Go ahead, Atari.
I do want to have something else. There's an excerpt we have from a different thing. We pulled this out during the Necron thing. Let's see. Maybe Sid and I should not look at the same things when we all like... Oh.
My wife has to yell at my cats. They're fighting.
While your wife is doing that, Internet Zen has said, then we have Sigurach, the elder laughing god, and his merry band of weirdos. Even the other Eldar find them weird. We're not talking about the poor Yanari, aka the new guys on the scene.
Oh yeah, we are looking for this. There's you remember when in Discord maybe I mentioned Sid said, "Oh, should we talk about the Harlequins, the clowns, the Eldar clowns?"
Clown Eldars. That's kind of scary.
I personally,
you're gonna love them.
I personally don't like them that much, but that's because they're literally walking. Fucking, they are literally every time they pull
What are you saying, Atari?
We're saying your people are weird, Otto. That's what we're saying right now. I'll say it.
I'm saying they're all, of course, the most. Okay, we have also one thing. The gods, all of them got eaten, and then we have three major gods that was still around, who still was kicking to the last breath. Cain, the war god, who is also very prevalent today, but he got...
Cain was absolutely bodied.
He got bodied by the other gods. He got smashed by Khorne, the blood god, afterwards.
He got smashed by Khorne. That really sucks.
He got smashed by Slaanesh.
It's smashed by like all of them, I think, as far as I know.
No, Slaanesh specifically shattered him, and now that's why he's only the shards of Cain on the craft.
Yeah. Yes, so he got humbled real hard. He wasn't as powerful anymore as he thought he was. And then you have, I think Ashurian just completely got killed. Then you have the Laughing God.
Dead, yes.
The Laughing God, Kegarak, was the one that was hiding in the webway together with his followers, his cult, and one of the craft worlds that was along with him. And it's called the Black Library, the craft world he was in, that's now lost, and like it's quote unquote lost, but it's just hidden in the warp with excerpt of knowledge and with his Eldar clowns called Harlequins.
I'm trying to find good picture of a solitaire because I feel like
this is the thing that we mentioned in Pontius thing that our Necron friendly boy has in his vault essentially.
Yeah.
And then we have another funny god who also Misu actually have mentioned this god to before, because he had mentioned, oh, what about this thing? I like this story. And it's Isha. Isha is still alive and kicking. Or maybe kicking is the wrong word.
She doesn't want to be alive right now.
She got stolen by Nurgle, the god of the death and decay.
Yeah.
And plague, yes.
Here you go. Okay,
and
this is solitaire.
Okay.
And they
hide the clown yippie. She's been looking at Atari very unappreciatedly.
what?
You have to look at my stream. The clown yippie's been looking at you very unappreciatedly.
That's fair, I guess.
She doesn't like it when you make fun of her favorite gods.
God damn it! What do you mean? They are. Oh, I see. But yeah, but I'm gonna say the solitaires are kind of like they find the god Kegorak or Kegoroth, however you want to pronounce it. He is the laughing god, and they have found their own kind of different way of dealing with it. So yeah, they kind of don't deal with, and they have found their own kind of way of dealing with it. How that they do it? The answer you will find. The answer you will find is Lamau.
Yeah. GW doesn't really touch the Harlequins because they kind of don't know what to do with them, just like the Exodites, where they're just like, they're there.
They're usually walking like plot devices in any book you will find them in.
Literally, the solitaires function as plot devices.
I am being told Isha and Nurgle are NTR fat bastard, weak-willed, stacked MILF thing.
Absolutely
not. That is fan fiction.
That
like it's actually unfathomably horrible.
And Nurgle, the play like Chaos God, found Isha beautiful to a degree because Isha is the one of mostly fertility and healing, and someone who will say, like
I'm being
someone
told unwilling NTR.
Yes. Well,
that's called. But anyways.
Yeah. So his thing. Nurgle was to stole Isha essentially, and basically keeps her now in basically a jar in his within his garden within the warp.
It's not really
and tests this, and just tests every play he does. He just puts on her daily, or like on ending torment. And Isha lives today on as a forgotten god of a dead civilization. By any one of the Imperium scholars.
What he uses her for is like a living test subject because she's the Eldar god of healing, so she can never die. So what he does is he tests his plagues and poxes.
So she's the ultimate masochist.
She doesn't want to be
unwilling masochist. But however, really she does give gifts to the real world because she does grant. I think she grants like helps out.
Insight and like knowledge to healers.
Knowledge to heal.
To cure his pox
diseases.
There you go, Akon. That's a funny meme.
That's a pretty funny meme, yeah.
Chat would like to remind people Happy Valentine's Day. Or as I like to say, Happy Singles Awareness Day.
And also, speaking of Valentine's Day, the meme between Isha and Nurgle is they are together.
It's absolutely not true. This is one of my. I love this format so much. There's so many good versions of it.
Can I read this meme? It is pretty funny.
Yeah, go ahead. Chat window's in the way on stream, but
that's okay. It says, I am a loving God. No temptation can stray my path. Grandfather, there's an extra thick goddess of rejuvenation outside with no shoes on, and he's just smelling. He's very excited. Really quickly, Internet Zen says, yes, the clown Eldar, plot-wise and the setting, the Harlequins are basically Deus Ex Machina to move the plot forward. Want our Trigger Custodes fans? Ask them what the Harlequins did on Terra during the War of the Beast.
It didn't even, they had to retcon it 3 times because the first time made no sense. So,
is that bad?
So the Eldar are so hoity-toity. They wanted to talk to the Emperor because they wanted to talk to the Emperor, right? They're like, we need to communicate with you. We gotta ask some questions. And their method of diplomacy was invade the Imperial Palace, kill a bunch of the guards, break into the throne room, and then end up doing nothing because they couldn't talk to him.
Oh, darn.
Originally, they wrote it as they killed like a fuck ton of custodians, which made absolutely no sense because Harlequins are strong, but they're not that strong. Like, let's be real, guys.
Damn.
Okay.
Eventually, they changed it to a bunch of Lucifer Blacks, which are essentially it's a special guardsman regiment that like helps the custodians guard the palace.
However, now,
I've seen people talk about the retconning of that a lot, and people still seem to fight about it a ton.
Well, it's like
Yeah,
it would have been. It
we
could
don't
have
like
been,
it.
Like it also just never made any sense. But that's because the War of the Beast is a horrible fucking book. So it's so War of the Beast is kind of is widely regarded as one of, if not the worst written books in 40k. It's really bad.
Here we go. Like, and also there's a thing. There's a meme video if you want to watch that. We can watch that if you wanna.
I love this. This guy's videos are fun because his art style is very nice.
Here,
No.
bring it up.
It's made by one of my favorite like Warhammer meme artists, like
Bring
Mike,
what up?
and he's fucking great.
The video that Atari posted.
Yeah, I don't want my super chats to bleed into your streams, so.
That's fair, I guess.
Could you just turn them off for now?
Well, then I can.
I'm gonna watch one of your. I'll watch Akko's stream for a bit.
Swap it to the YouTube capture.
Actually, no, I gotta go to this in that case.
You got it up?
So this, what do you see? What you see here is the.
Oh,
what the fuck? There it goes. I love it.
Oh, Slash being cutie.
Oh. That's pretty terrifying.
That's fucking horrifying.
Traumatized Akko a little bit there. Oh,
just a little bit. Again, someone said bastard NTR. Yeah, I agree.
You don't want to be Isha.
You need wholesome salamander.
Thank you for the 100 minis, Gabby.
I need wholesome salamander.
And then the second video I have is now. This is probably. I think that you guys have earned to see this thing. Just you can ignore the last part of it though.
We've earned it.
Yes, we earned it. This is a NTR. I will say TLDR. Say no NTR.
Sure.
Kari's got NTR on the mind, I guess.
And this is the psychic scream of Slash being born.
Canon, by the way.
Yes.
No.
Shut up.
Ban him. Oh yeah, they had to change the name.
Oh. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well. And Misu, that is the one that made
I know.
me
I sent him art. Don't worry.
See lots of art of her.
Yeah, she is the one everyone's making it mean that
GW has essentially dropped the plot line.
Chat is saying your audio is muted, Mizu.
It shouldn't have been.
Oh no!
I don't know if they're lying to me, but they're saying that your audio is muted.
I would trust it because chat usually is late with telling that when it's a little bit too late.
Chat is never wrong. Excuse me. I trust everything that chat says.
No, he didn't say chat was wrong. He said chat's always late when they end up saying it.
Yeah. Something wholesome in case we need to cleanse ourselves.
I think that's off topic, but
yes, it is. But it's for your soul.
Oh well, life is pain and suffering.
I don't want to watch the video of salamanders.
That's what people get when they're slack.
But yeah, so
would the Hanoi Hannah broadcast be in Hell Let Loose Vietnam?
What? Why are we talking about what?
Somebody's gonna have to explain that to me.
I don't know why we're talking. Why are we talking about Vietnam propaganda in the war? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. That's some human stuff. I don't care about.
Viet Seleneshi or whatever.
Oh, they're talking about like G.I. Jane.
I don't know what that is. Moving on. But yeah. So these are the major 4 factions. There was one they tried to make of like a 5th new faction. However, they kind of dropped the ball on that one. Like in the earlier stages.
Well, technically 4. Then this is the 5th, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's now the main Eldari, like the vanilla but Eldari called Craftworld Eldar or just Eldars. You have the Drukhari, aka the Dark Eldar, who are essentially pirates and enslavers who raid planets of their inhabitants.
Yes.
And then you have the clowns, the ones who go to places to make they are kind of. It's a little bit difficult to explain what the Eldars, like the Harlequins, do properly.
It unironically is kind of like they go around to make the plot happen. It's kind of disingenuous, but not actually that disingenuous.
So that is essentially what they do. 100%. They are doing performances of like how stuff's supposed to happen, so it all happens, but in the right way it's supposed to do.
They try to keep the Drukhari and the Eldar on track. They try and kind of rein them in, but yeah.
The thing is, they are kind of they're a respected cast within the Eldar like society.
Yeah,
and within this Eldar, and speaking of other you can all, it's kind of like a weird thing because they're like a society of aspect warrior, and aspect warriors is something that exists within all Eldar. They are kind of aspects of the specific gods, essentially. So they're still like sort of.
So they're from Azurian is the OG, and then. Oh God! Aspect warriors are essentially one of the military forces of the craft world, basically.
Yeah,
and like several kinds. We already saw the screaming banshees.
Yeah, that you posted. It was a woman with the tits, essentially.
Yeah,
I posted. They are horrifying
because they're just banshees, but better.
You're probably gonna have to point to what they are, but yeah,
I'll post.
And essentially, we'll say because obviously the Eldars also have their kind of construct, should we say, they are equal to Imperium's. How should I say?
I already posted images of Wraith Knights and stuff.
Yeah, because they are dead people.
So that's a striking scorpion.
Oh,
yeah.
And what's it? It's kind of like you can re-upload it. Wraith Knights.
I already did. Oh yeah, I'll get the
reposted so they have it early on. Because I already did. Misu and Akko remember don't know.
Yeah, I know. Their ADHD is almost as bad as yours.
It's not an ADHD thing. We just have no idea like what they are.
No, it's like
no. I have ADHD though. Probably. I'm autistic. There's a difference.
Guard.
Either one. They are both similar.
I know, but they're
constructs.
both really cool.
Fuck it. Oh, just
also, Gabby sent me this.
Oh, that is one of my favorite. Well, no, that's a Drukhari construct. More so.
Chronos or a Talos?
There's Chronos.
That's a tentacle beast, right?
Gabby says it's a pain engine.
What's it is pain engine? Yeah.
It's a pain engine, yes. They are categorized as pain engines made by the Drukhari, who fights them alongside and also invigorates them because it's a tormented like creature, so should we say, that's like been twisted by the homunculi, which essentially homunculi are kind of like the priest, like a priest class of the.
They're the people who discovered that you can torture someone and make your soul come back.
Yes.
Artemis for 5. Mizu is not getting VTuber of the Year with all his stream issues at this year's Streamer Awards. First off, I wasn't getting a Streamer Award anyways because they say I'm racist. But second off, I have an excuse. I feel bad.
Also, chat, Streamer Awards was killed because Fillion got deported back to
I'm sorry, what?
To the Philippines.
What? It's not
she real. She didn't really get deported. That's what Cha said. It's a joke.
It's a funny
that's
joke.
Just what we say. Also, the VTuber Awards was canceled because Fillion is racist, and obviously she's no, literally that's what the reason was. Fillion is racist and for Russians over fucking Ukrainians. That's what the reason was.
Was it true? Probably not, but yeah.
No, it is not true. Just saying.
Yeah, I assumed it's not. Yeah, Internet Master's already in chat. The Yanari are tearing this. Yeah, the Yanari you can kind of just ignore. GW isn't doing anything with them, and their faction is active. Like they introduced them in 10th edition, and then nobody bought the models because they were kind of boring. And now they're
Yanari. We're not gonna talk. We're just gonna mention Yanari exist, and that's it. We're not gonna talk about them more because they are not really. And they don't really do anything really.
I have money that they're gonna get. I have money down that they're gonna get like taken out of the lore next edition.
Well, essentially. So here comes the question: Do you want me to talk more about the Drukhari, the more beautiful part of Eldar society?
You just want to talk about the ones that you can fuck.
Well,
it's just
like
you didn't deny it.
It's like Eldars call. Okay, there's little two things here. They call every human a monkey. They used to call it monkeys. It's a slur towards humans. They used to be called monkeys, but unfortunately, GW did not like that the players called each other monkeys, especially when it was up with someone with a darker tone of skin. So they said monkey. And I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of based. I kind of like monkey more.
Vex got canceled on space Twitter when he called a salamander a monkey.
Yeah, but yeah, Drukharis are the only one known to be fucking actually be the ones who fuck humans, if anything. And also, what's it? The Drukhari kind of are they have flesh crafting to such a high degree, and as he mentioned, the homunculus, like which are the covens, because. The Drukhari kind of has like, unlike the Aspect Warriors, the Drukhari kind of has like different. Their society is based on a few different, like a little bit different sects. You have they are a little bit similar to vampires. How we look at society in a sense, they are very high end, like pompous a lot. For instance, you have the Archons, who is the thing like Gabby likes to call me a lot. And he's correct.
So there's three, like if we want to talk about, there's three branches of Dark Eldar government. Essentially,
no, there's more.
Oh gosh,
we're getting political with the knife ears today. There are the cabals, the witch cults, and the homunculi covens, and these are like the major power structures in Dark Eldar society.
Yeah, because they also work together. Because you have the the cabals, essentially. Yep. You have and what's it?
Here's a homunculus from.
Oh god, they look pretty freaky. Not gonna lie,
they're
a little bit too freaky for me.
Well, I mean, is that safe to show on stream?
Probably not. But most of their art isn't going to be. Probably. Let me try and find another.
I don't see the problem with that one.
Well, okay,
No,
you
there's
don't
no
see the
issue with it.
problem with the fact that their skin is peeled back in that image?
And?
No,
it's
no
show
problem.
that in video games.
My stream is marked as
that's
adult
fine.
anyways.
That is, I'm gonna say, Akko, if that's your problem, we probably should stop talking about the Dark Eldar.
That's a Tuesday. He did that to himself for fun.
And the thing is, you have a cabals, or like essentially of the Drukhari like factions, which are the main like they are the main like people who holds the society together, like the high structures of the high and lowborns. And then you have the cabal, like what was the covens, who are the homunculus. These are the priesthood, as we mentioned before, as he managed to show the images of. These are the ones to keep everyone sort of like on track and make sure that everyone is doing good. And they're kind of, because the thing is, they can still, Drukharis are kind of like undead, essentially, or they can never really die. Undead is the wrong term, but it's like they are essentially immortal, and that's because they can always return to life if they have a coven or a homunculus that can keep like rejuvenating them. And all they need is like a essential DNA of them just in a test tube that they can just regrow from.
It's a common. So the homunculus are essentially the sort of I don't want to say medics. That's too.
They are medics essentially.
They're the flesh. They're masters of fleshcraft. They create create the best tortures. They keep. So also fun fact. So Eldar pregnancies take kind of forever, and they're slow, and that's why they're
privileged. Pregnancies are privileged in Drukhari society.
Well,
so a lot of Eldars
in general. So Eldar in general, they take forever, and so that's why the regular Eldar are still kind of low population. But like it's even worse in Drukhari society because like you can't really have a safe pregnancy as a Dark Eldar because they'll absolutely murder each other just as much as they would a human for entertainment. Not with like political considerations, of course.
And
so the Archons, which are essentially the leaders of the Cabals, one thing they'll do as like a pet project is they'll have what are called the Trueborn, which are essentially naturally born Drukhari. Yes. And this is like a mark of privilege because like you have the resources to protect your children and yourself, and you can take your time away from managing your Cabal in order to raise a child. Most Dark Eldar are clones created.
They are. Yes, but here's the thing. No, the thing people also, they can be cloned, but also they are, essentially it means they can just be fetuses. They're just taken into the test tubes, but they are not called trueborns even at that point. They are still just called, but they're usually, the test tubes ones are usually like the slave caste or like the working class, essentially.
Yeah, they're your standard like Kabbalite warriors. They're the generic Dark Eldar.
And the thing is, the Kabbalite warriors, if you can pull up the image of a Kabbalite warrior.
I sent some of you, god damn it.
You gotta do it when we talk about it. I'm sorry. Sid is our little workhorse today.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm speaking Swedish slurs to him. It's making me feel better.
But yeah, the regular troops like frontline soldier of the Cabals or the Archons are called Kabbalites, and in their armor they have barbed like spikes inside their armor to be uncomfortable and like strike them and like be just to like it is to keep them. How should I say? Because if you feed off. Yeah, here's the thing. If you have like your personal soldiers and you feed off pain and suffering, having your personal soldiers feel pain whenever they're close to you, that's a good feeling.
Good. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
They also like feel good themselves because they're fucking weird.
They are, yes.
Look, I posted your Kamiyoshi Atari.
Yes. One sec.
I just don't know why out of every race Atari chose the Cenobites.
The Cenobite what?
You're Swedish.
There you go, that's a Kabbalite warrior. And what they use for weaponry is called splinter pistols. Now these are splinter pistols is the splinter rifles, the splinter weapons. They are venomous, they are venom can't speak. They shoot toxic darts.
You want to take a break? You've been yapping for a hot minute.
Okay, take pain.
I'll let you
If
rest
it's fine
your
with
brain.
you, I need to. I want to catch up on the supers that
You can
were a
take
little
supers,
earlier.
and then I can take over for Atari for a minute because we're talking about guns, and my patriotism is flowing.
All right, yeah, just give me one moment.
You
Internet
do
Zen.
wrong.
Internet Zen says orcs everywhere, Zog and pansies. Wog.
Why did you sound like you were gonna cry?
I don't know.
Wow.
Internet Zen also says, I missed the orc episode, but I ain't missing the Duncan on Knife Ear Pansies episode. Also, Tari, are you as tired as Yervin after a long night with Gilliman? Is this a joke or is
Your
it?
brain.
Misu is here's the thing, Shad. Misu is the blue one.
Yeah, that's why he's the top.
And people, if you get the joke, Misu doesn't get it yet, but Misu, who do you think
and that's why I get it, and that's why Misu's the top.
I see. Toa says Dawngate was the best MOBA. Fuck EA for killing it in beta for not making enough money in beta.
I like Demigod.
Oh, that's crazy. Internet Zen says, to be fair, the wholesome Nurgle fanboys, Isha's alternative is to get vored by Slanesh being Nurgle's captive waifu test subject for plagues is infinitely preferable to being permadeath by Slanesh.
I don't know about that, Chief.
So you're saying that endless suffering is better than just dying like how
she's
quick
still
does it
gonna
take
get
to...
endless suffering. It's gonna be both. That's what happens with regular Eldar when they get.
Well, I was gonna say when you get consumed, I was like, is it like a quick death where you just stop existing, or you?
Oh
like,
no, it takes infinite because it gets Slanesh's rocks off.
Okay, so yeah, it's just like no matter what, you're dying. So it's just like, which one would you prefer? Death by poisoning multiple times, or death by having your soul consumed by a god of lust?
To be fair, in this specific situation, because of who they're talking about, you'd probably want the Nurgle one, because there is still a non-zero chance she gets out of it.
Oh, fair enough.
No.
And then Internet Zen says, officially, Dark Eldar are most likely to hook up with humans. Bloody degens they are. Unofficially,
yes.
Rogue traders are probably hitting up Eldar Rangers in the margins. See Rogue Trader game for Exhibit A.
Except
the thing
is that Yanar is that she's boring.
Okay. I'm gonna, because the thing is, like every Drukhari, like they are in we didn't really talk about it too much, and that is Commerize, where essentially all the Drukhari are located in one mega atropolis city in the webway called Commera. Or Commora, if you want to use that explanation, like
put more phlegm into it.
Yes, but like but also it is anyone is welcome to come and get into the city, essentially. However, if you're getting out of there, that's something you have to work for. And there are, as you mentioned, rogue traders or other pirates who's willing to trade with the Drukhari folk, because they have some good shit. They have some of the best things you can get. However, getting that out of there in one piece or without paying as a hefty toll is something that a lot of people don't really take consideration before heading into the city, even if they even know how to get to the city. So yeah, and El Drukhari are essentially just pirates for a lot of times, and the joke is that they have a pirate accent a lot of times.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and a lot of times, and one of the images they posted, now that's Drukhari has because every faction has a space marine equivalent. The Drukhari has their incubi warriors, essentially. And that's what they are. They are the warrior monks, and also the only ones that kind of hold truth to their word. Like out of all the Eldars, or Drukhari,
every other Eldar will absolutely betray you for like a slight increase in profits. Like the incubi actually are quote unquote honorable.
They are honorable to the. Yeah,
it's why every like one of the best things you can get as an Archon is like an incubi bodyguard, because you can actually trust him.
However, if you're disrespecting them, they will cancel you, and they cancel any.
Glaive is a show.
It's kind of a you don't want to talk shit to them. The thing is, they cancel you means because if you kind of disrespect their honor, no one of them will work with you anymore, essentially, or they will take your head as a prize.
Yeah. Best case scenario, they leave you. Worst case scenario, they turn that glaive on you and you become tiny pieces.
And we also have something else that everyone remembers or would like to think about when it comes to the Drukhari or Dark Eldar, and that is the witch cult.
Yay,
and these
witch
are
cult.
the scantily clad women, essentially.
Yes, these are the Eldar. These are the Drukhari waifus.
They are the ones
you
probably
images,
should be the ones you want to avoid, probably.
I have images of these already.
Of course you do. But you need to provide ones we can actually show on stream.
They're called. They essentially are.
I don't have.
They are arena fighters. Because something Drukhari's love is to watch like spectacles and also see. And the witch cults.
Okay. So they basically have the WNBA, but they actually like to watch the WNBA.
So it's actually it's closer to say Roman Colosseum, but with space elves.
They have
they're all females.
Absolutely.
Like they have males as well, but the major ones is females usually.
Okay, so yeah, it basically is the WNBA, but they like it.
God, it's hard to find art of like actual.
And the reason it kind of works with a society because within the Colosseum, you kind of like because you have a lot of higher because like not every Drukhari in the lower classes can have a personal slave, so they don't have power to do it. So Colosseums is a gathering hub for getting to like your fill of the pain, essentially. So this is like a free place where you can just get it, essentially. However, safety is not a guarantee, even in the seats of the Colosseums they have.
So literally, it's like the idea is like your your Cabalite warriors. He's invading a planet. He starts flaying an Imperial Guardsman for fun, and it'll rejuvenate him a little bit. He'll get a little stronger. He'll feed off that pain. He'll get a little stronger. So also, it's also kind of important. The stronger the emotions you can elicit from like your target for a Drukhari, the better it is. Like actually. So something that happens kind of regularly in certain areas is they'll basically like fake like psyop prison revolts with like the prisoners and like make them think they're escaping, only to like open the door at the last minute and completely trap them in like that crushing despair that they feel is like one of the best things.
True. So yeah,
and then you have like the witch cults, and their thing is they own arenas throughout Kamarog, and their thing is they're like flaying a guardsman is fun, but watching a witch cult do it like with blades on her feet, hands tied behind her back, that's like you can de-age from that kind of suffering. They'll get younger, like it's great.
Yeah.
Like, and so like literally the witches will sell tickets, like not like physical tickets ideal, but like they'll sell tickets to these like events of like, fighting Tyranids and orcs and this witch is going to fight a space marines with both hands tied behind her back type shit. Like it's like the crazier you can get it, the better it is, the more seats you can fill, the more tickets you sell type shit.
So they're Girl Scouts as well.
Oh yeah. But instead of cookies, it's like Coliseum tickets. It's great.
Well, they're like Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts because the Boy Scouts have to sell tickets for stuff.
Yeah, there's one witch cult in particular. I don't remember their name off the top of my head, but their main so each arena has its own like gimmick, its own shtick, and their gimmick is that they essentially have there's a bottomless pit in the center of the arena, and it's covered in basically invisible platforms. And so the witches will fight and jump and pirouette and do all this shit to basically invisible platforms against, a bunch of other crazy monsters and shit. And sometimes they get hellions, which I'll find art for in a minute, they're basically like on like jet bikes or like kind of not quite jet bikes. Like honestly, I think it's like flying skateboards. They'll be flying around the arena and they'll be trailing behind razor filament, like razor thin wire behind them. So the hellions are running around the arena with like hair or like with fucking filament flying through the air. The witches are trying to jump around and avoid it on invisible platforms, and apparently it's really entertaining.
Is this even suffering at this point, though?
It is, because someone's gonna die at the end of it.
Yeah, but like
it's kind of
there's also like the thrill of like their emotions, but the witches are terrified because they don't.
The thing is, we haven't really mentioned because there's the thing: the Drukhari loves to inject poison and drug, and these are things that like hyper. They literally spur up your nerve centers to the point where they just flare up in like every kind of pain or like kind of you basically go into spasm essentially to the point where you crack your own back on the pain essentially.
Oh yeah, and they'll do like all kinds of poisons and shit, like splinter rifles and splinter weapons. What they do is they essentially shoot, instead of bullets, they shoot like shards of crystallized venom, and they don't do a lot of damage, but like if you shoot a guy with a chunk of venom and it starts making him convulse and like cripple in pain, it's way easier to capture him, and he also doesn't die. This is why Eldar suffer against Space Marines, well, Dark Eldar in particular, because you can't shoot like crystals through like a centimeter and a half of steel. Like it doesn't.
They're not made for penetrating. But how Dark Eldars has what they have even they have like weapons that are good against.
Yeah, they're made for getting penetrated.
Yes. But they have like Dark Eldar has like very anti-infantry or like very
they have
unhanded
weapons, but they just don't prefer.
Yeah, or they have like because they want to keep you alive essentially. And the other joke is, or the thing the Dark Eldar has is they kind of don't want to make their captives die ever. So they keep you alive as furnitures around, screaming furnitures or anything similar parts as well.
Yeah, if there's even a little bit more torture left from you, they'll just turn you into a hat or like a chair.
Jody, don't attribute that quote to Atari. That was my quote.
So this is where all of the bondage roleplay I've seen on the internet comes from.
Yep, specifically Atari's chats. I'm blaming you for this.
Damn. But yeah, like
they are your people.
Yeah. Are you a race trader, Atari? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm more into the dark elf more than a Drukhari. To be fair, Jack. Come on.
Oh, Atari. Should I show them that one? The new Dark Eldar Archon that we played against in Tabletop Simulator. That looks like
Okay, that's one issue we have, and that is we gotta talk about one thing. GW has doing the usual GW thing and just refuse to fucking update stuff past 2015.
This is one of their newest characters.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm gonna say when they make new models for any factions outside or all the factions, they kind of fuck it up nowadays. This is the new Dark Eldar. Look at all the previous images and then look at this and say this is a Dark Eldar Lord.
Doesn't it just kind of look like that other girl though?
It's Shadowheart, basically. Yes.
I was gonna say, did they literally just create Shadowheart, the Dark Eldar?
They literally did. They literally did.
It's so bad.
To be fair, Shadowheart was the best girl from that game.
She
can be wrong, Mizu, but that's fine.
Okay, says Mizu and I have the right opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you're Swedish, so no. But anyway.
But yeah, no, they keep fucking up my faction more and more.
So
yes, refuse.
I never finished that game.
I mean, either.
It's so like I'm gonna let me get an Archon, a photo of an Archon. Like this is just a Craft World Eldar in black armor, and I hate it.
Internet Zen says, interestingly, orcs aren't a common sight in these arenas because the greenskins don't give them the same despair pain that they get from regular humans, Tau, and squats.
Gabby sent me this one.
They can get pain. Oh, I hate that model. That model looks bad as well. But
I'm getting arrested in a minute.
Wow.
But the thing is like
hide the feet from looming.
The orcs they are very pain resistant, which is not really what you want. Like in the arena.
Aren't they made from mushrooms?
They are. Like
mushrooms don't feel pain. They're like I looked at Grounded on Tuesday. They're really good at mushrooms are really good at making walls, apparently. So
Mizu posted a photo of best girl Lilith Hesperit right there. Boyfriend / the girlfriend of Asdrubal Vect, the leader of the Dark Eldar.
Yes.
So she's a badass, is what I'm hearing.
And they conniving and scheming.
He is her personal patron. Like he sponsors all of her stuff. Like he is her sugar daddy. Honestly, is the best.
So he's a simp.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, come on.
But Vect is kind of like have a stranglehold in the entire society of Dark, like in camera overall.
I don't know if we'll have time for the video, but there is like a little video on it.
Wait, we don't have time for it. It's a bit dumb. But moving on
Mizu's EP.
from...
You're always...
Guys, I slept 3 hours. I'm already sleepy.
I haven't slept for like 4 days
today.
Oh, baby. But
oh shit, Jesus Christ, I'm dying.
But yeah, but beyond this, if we, cause they have other aspects as well, but we can get to that to a different day. I think.
Oh, Gabby, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Gabby says Shakatari.
Well, I don't have shot colors on
yet.
What a fake Atari spotted, I guess.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's just a regular Archon, and as you can see, he looks way cooler than Shadowheart.
Well, yeah, that looks way better and more appropriate.
Yeah, than just.
But he doesn't have a skin cloak.
And then Shadowheart and modded armor. Well, that's because GW is trying to be a little more friendly. You know, they're. Oh, yeah, I know. They like unironically that model like 3 years ago had an actual like skin cloak. Like it was, you could very much tell it was human skin, and GW is trying to make it a little softer, a little safe, edgy, you know.
But the kind of thing is as well, like the Imperium has mentioned a lot of times that if they wanted to, and if they wanted to, but if they pulled the entire forces of the Imperium, they could obliterate the Dark Eldar's pest from the galaxy, because they see you as pest or like nuisances. However, the amount of force it takes to actually deal with it would leave them very open and susceptible to any other enemy around them, because the Imperium's already pretty, like, they have to stretch quite thin a lot of times to hold up the entire rest of the Imperium, like from falling to chaos, other Xenos races, or whatever have you.
Mm-hmm.
So they could deal with them, but it's just unfeasible to do it, and it's kind of like it's not worth the trade-off of what the drawbacks would be. And sometimes even to the point where Dark Eldars they make dark pacts with Dark Eldar, because Dark Eldars likes to take shit as well. They like to take shit because it's funny. Like, as we know trolls. That they are trolls, but they are to a worse degree than Trasin. Trasin likes to keep stuff in prime and crisp condition, but he's just one guy. This is a faction of people who are just fuckers.
Weren't all the Slaaneshi demonettes naked, and now they all wear cloth?
They were like half naked.
True.
I can find something that we.
To be fair, I can understand that change to a degree, right?
The problem is though, is that like nobody wanted it, and like you're not selling. This isn't a kids game. Like these are the physical models. Like kids aren't buying these. So if you're trying,
I would hope the kids aren't buying these. By the way,
I'm not saying it's to like appeal to kids, but there is like a weird thing in a lot of different countries with nudity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even that bad, and like it's
a lot of times kids don't even understand nudity or the thing about it.
Yeah,
that was only the parent. They only understand it. We've noticed is the parent just going freaking out in the background. I was like, oh.
Personally, I would prefer if they just stayed naked, but I am saying I understand when places like censor nudity a bit more than other things. Because they're like, well, we can't get it on like shelves because everybody's like, well, they're naked. We don't put it on the shelf.
Okay, the problem is
like we're not going to go to Spencer's to sell it.
The problem is that GW owns their own stores, so they don't have that issue. They can just put it on GW shelves, which is where they sell most of their models, anyways.
No, there's like there's rules in America with how stuff has to be marketed.
I know, and it was always marketed as half naked. Like it's been that way for a long time. They've essentially did this around the time they started to kind of get a little woke, because they did the same thing with the Repentia, which were Sisters of Battle that were they were dressed, they weren't naked, but they were pretty scantily clad, and they did a very similar thing to
everything in Warhammer.
They made everything way less sexual.
This is also the reason why Slaanesh is never really doesn't have any representation in a video game.
This is like an older version of like a demonette, and then I'm gonna find where's it like a modern? There we go. There's a model.
I'm not gonna show that.
I'm not saying to. I'm saying.
What do you mean? That's I'm sorry to say, but these are both very newer version of Slaaneshes. What do you mean?
That's as old as I can find, Atari. I'm just googling.
Yeah, but I'm saying that one is pretty new.
Googling. Ew.
Whip out your own keyboard and help me find it then, you lazy.
No, because Chad's not going to use it.
He's always tired.
I can't type fast.
No, so the second one is like the newer one. The first one is kind of how they used to look.
No, they both are quite new. You're wrong.
Okay, whatever. You don't know anything about the demons, anyways. You focus on the discount space elves. Shut up.
Give us back half naked demons.
Yes.
Damn chat.
Like, and the Repentia just looks straight up bad.
You literally need to know how to handle toxic glue to assemble the old minis.
That's because it was resin and,
metal.
Oh yeah, the metal ones too were bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm trying to find an old.
My question is, how bad does Warhammer have to be for you to give up on it?
It
depends on what you mean by give up. Because like I'm not buying anything that they're going to be selling.
And bad, do you mean? What do you mean by bad? In that case, it's pretty bad right now.
Well, because people know from like my perspective, I talk about Fire Emblem a lot, where I'm like, I'm literally not gonna buy another one because I think they've shat the bed. I think it's terrible, and I have no desire to even really keep up with it at this point.
Yeah, I think
GW can't get me to buy. Like, I want to build like a knight army in real life, but like I can't fucking afford it, which is the actual like main issue that a lot of people have.
Yeah, they have priced out the base.
I've said this many times. The models are actually worth their physical weight in silver, and it's kind of fucking insane. Like if you were to weigh a bit of silver for the weight of like a full model, it's the same dollar value basically.
Really?
It's so bad. An 8-inch tall like knight model is like $160. And keep in mind, these are models that you have to assemble and paint all on your own. It's not like they come pre-built or anything, unless you're getting like Forge World like resin stuff. But even then, you still have to kind of put it together. And they charge you 100, like a squad of like custodies is like $70, $60-$70, which doesn't include paint or glue or time of you like assembling it or anything. And that's like 190 points. Yeah, that's better. Although those are
stupid right now.
Those models are, I think they're specifically the like fantasy models, but yeah, I could tell because the ground. But like that's how they used to look, and the excuses some people give, oh well, GW's trying to be more family friendly, like in the stores and stuff. It's like GW has their own storefronts; they don't need to be family friendly.
But yeah,
it's you can absolutely sell like these kind of nudie models with any issues. It's just GW being modern.
The thing is that people mention usually is Eldars is the joke that Eldars is the people who ruined everything essentially. Because also right after the whole Scream of Slanesh spawned, it was also the time where a little major thing happened in the galaxy for the humans as well, which is massive warp storms happened all over the galaxies. Oh, the galaxy, I mean. And you want to talk about the old knight or the
Gabby ended up sending me the same 2 pictures you pulled up, but they also sent me this one.
Yeah, that's I can't.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Is that a human's body that has been strung up into
yes.
Yep.
I don't think I can show that on stream.
You can.
Up to you.
I don't feel comfortable sharing that. I feel like YouTube would say that's too grotesque for stream.
I mean, people play games with these models and stream them on YouTube, so.
Fair.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, like, because the Eldars caused one of the major faults of the humanity.
The birth of Slanesh is directly responsible for the fall of the Human Federation.
Yes,
because it created galaxy-wide warp storms. Warp travel became impossible, and that's when the time of Old Night happened. Which meant the Human Federation fell apart, and then that's when everything went to shit.
And then afterwards, because the thing is, Eldars, once the Emperor tried to get around the galaxy a lot, and even to now today, a lot of Eldars, like not Drukhari, just regular crossword Eldars, they're essentially just trying to put the hand in the cookie jar a lot and try to weave the future that they want, who is best for their own.
Yeah, they're trying to recreate the Eldar Empire. The problem is, though, is that it's not working. and they keep getting themselves into trouble.
They're trying to be friendly with the humans sometimes whenever they need it. However, they don't do themselves any favors. They try to help, but in the actions they just look like absolutely. They look to any human looking at it. It looks like they are just fucking screwing them over and over again, or being the cause of problems. Because whenever they come, whenever Eldar Farseers come, which is the kind of some of the leader of the a lot of
they
Eldar
lead the
factions.
craft worlds, and they see the future, and they use those powers to guide what the craft world's going to do next.
Yes. So essentially, whenever they come to a human, it's kind of like it's not a good time. They don't come to the humans with any knowledge or kind of thing for just because it's got to be good days ahead. No, they come in because they are there because shit is going to go down.
And this is something people trying specifically Eldar simps. They said, they go, oh well, the Eldar try to help humans all the time, but the big meanie Imperium just wants to kill all the Xenos. And I was like, my guy, I don't think you've read many of these. I don't think you've read these books, bro. The Eldar are consistently betraying their quote unquote human allies at the first drop of a hat when it's advantageous for them, dude. I don't know what.
Yeah, that just sounds
Chat
kind
says
of
half the normal Eldar are just murder hobos.
Yeah, half of them are just straight up Cenobites. The other half are a deceptive, they'll help you, they'll get your cat out of the tree, and then they'll kick your cat to death because kicking your cat to death saves an Eldar in 30 years type shit. It's
they save the cat out of a tree and then may say, okay, now the tree is perfect to fall over your house.
Yeah, because destroying your house will save me in 6 months.
Does Atari actually not know what a Cenobite is?
I don't know what that is, probably.
Have you seen the Hellraiser?
These are Cenobites.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
No, okay, so that was they are.
You solve a demonic puzzle cube, and they come out and they torture you because they find it sexually pleasing.
It's not even that.
Yeah, that
specifically they don't know the difference between pain and pleasure, so they just kind of
that's.
There was a whole episode in Rick and Morty about it.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was really bad.
I did not watch that one. I think
I unironically like Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's all right. I don't hate Rick and Morty. I thought that the season where they changed the main actor was really bad, though.
Well, I don't know. The first two seasons were okay. And then they dropped the ball
hard because they canceled him over absolutely nothing. It came out and it was all fake afterwards, and it's wow.
Yeah, they did, and that was bad.
That made me any kind of hope was gone.
The thing I heard about him was it was mostly cringe, DMs in between.
Yeah,
and then I was like, okay, we want to pull everyone's DMs. I swear to God, we need to stop looking at people.
I unironically do like the new season.
Internet Zen Master is coping in chat very hard for his Eldar waifu.
Speaking of which, let me get some of these super chats because he's been throwing a lot at me, and I want to make sure I get them for him.
Yeah, that's why I'm bullying him because his wife.
Earlier, he says Lilith Hesperex is the ultimate badass. So badass she did a fling with Viren and the Yanari. No, that way. And Vex took her back without any questions.
Yeah, he's a turbo simp, but kind of not really. He is, but he's not. It's weird.
Lilith is horrifying because she is almost can kill as Space Marines almost unarmed or can work from any.
She is a menace.
And
that's
then
why he loves Monster Hunter.
He also says, to answer Mises' question, general consensus I've seen from people who actually buy the models to leave the setting entirely would be something like the introduction of female Space Marines. That'd break it for most players.
They're so well enabled to switch to switch around the law depending on what they feel on a specific week. And people are okay, but what we hate is when people say the law has changed a lot over the years. It's no, it's been fairly consistent. It's it kind of people point at certain things, but it's kind of but these were changed. Any law change has always been hated almost unanimously, but
they try and they use the Necron, so the Necrons in early 2000s were very different to Necrons we have now. The difference is though is that they basically had no lore beforehand. So people trying to cope about, oh well, we changed the Necron lore and you guys like that retcon. I was yeah, because there wasn't anything to really change.
There's a lot of UW bootlickers and we don't like them.
It's like it was a bunch of really good story that was added to them with new characters and stuff that made them a better faction.
I would say it's kind of, for those who you like drama a lot, it's kind of like the whole similar to the peanut thing. People say, no, there's no wrong with this thing. It's like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Like any other kind of drama, but it's like it's the popular opinion they think to just say, oh no, it's always happened. This is how it's supposed to be. It's like everybody's like, yeah, but I'm not blind. Yeah. And like the thing is, all the OG people who used to write for GW had like put a lot of soul and like a lot of thought into it, and a lot of them are just gone because they are now the new people who are working with these things are just willing to drop it out of hat. My boys, the Eldars, have gone a lot of fucking shit as of late. The whole construct things they have,
they deserve it.
Wraith Bones, they are no longer a thing that's siphoned from the warp.
Yeah,
now they are. Now it's just a metal.
It's something they mine. It's like bone singers, which are the people who make wraith bone stuff. Think of them as like human 3D printers. Like they use the warp to like create shit out of thin air. Now it's just like a metal and stuff they refine.
Oh, Gabby, thank you for the 1,500 biddies.
Yeah, then they changed the Slanesh thing. They're trying to change that thing, and oh boy, it's not fun. But you see them change stuff. It's like why? And then it's to justify a new thing they added in. It's like yeah, but the new thing is not even close to a good thing either. It was not very not really thought through. And it just opens more questions and just removes some of the old answers or like the mystique of some other things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say go ahead, finish Akko, because otherwise I'm going to rant about the new Eye of Terror.
Oh no, you're good. I only had one more. Internet Zen says the common trope in 40k writing is that Farseers will screw over an entire human world if it will save a single Eldar. Eldar Rangers are mildly more trustworthy by comparison.
Heavy quotes on that mildly right there.
Mildly. But yeah, like the thing is, humans it's kind of funny because some people mention that Drukhari, the Dark Eldars, they have such a bad reputation inside the universe that they have kind of made it so any Eldar, no matter who, is a shoot on sight because they kind of look very similar. It's just like the armor is kind of where you can point it out, but if you don't know the difference between them, they all look like Eldar. They have the little high, like the very pointy hats, essentially, helmets.
Like we said, the Eldar are also not doing themselves any favors because they're also massive assholes trying to.
So the Imperium is kind of like Imperium are the good guys because a lot of times it's just better to just shoot them on sight.
Unironically, if the Eldar just stayed in the craft worlds and just didn't fuck over people, I don't think the Imperium would even bother trying to fuck with them because there's no point. It's so hard to kill a craft world, and if it's just sitting there not doing anything, they're just gonna leave it alone.
And however, there's another thing. There are of course Chaos worshippers who are followers of Slanesh who actively goes and hunt down Eldars because Slanesh still wants a lot more souls. They're like Eldar souls. Slanesh wants to fill her stomach up with a lot more souls, and
oh yeah, she's very hungry.
Her followers are willing to give them up or feed them, and whenever they feed it to Slanesh, they will take up a little bit of a taste of that nourishment Slanesh gets from it. So they will also get dopamine from it. Yeah.
This is something that happens a lot with Exodite worlds. It's why they stay so low tech, is because they're actually fairly well hidden, because you wouldn't know unless you went to find it. But Exodite worlds will regularly call upon craft worlds for help if they're under attack, and in exchange they'll act as mercenaries for the craft world for a time or some shit. Because noise marines and like Emperor's Children love trying to find Exodite worlds.
Interesting.
Yeah, and a lot of worlds in the Warhammer, because of the whole fall, there's a lot of, I should say, ruins of the Eldar societies all over the place. A lot of it doesn't really make sense.
Yes, chat, she's into war.
Yes.
No, I'm not. No.
Well, he was talking about
Slanesh. If you are part of the Slanesh race, you're into war.
Yeah.
Also, chat asked,
I'm Elf.
for Warhammer, is there a favorite rule set? Like how people like 3.5 for D&D?
9th edition was fine. 10th edition has its issues because 10th edition is very DPS damage heavy. Like it's 9th and 8th edition was almost too tanky. 9th edition was pretty good. And then they tried to course correct from 9th into 10th, and now like everything. Like I play Custodes, which is one of the most durable factions in the game, and I can't fucking stick anything outside of cover to save my fucking life because everything just kills me too quickly.
So the translation for this chat is every edition has their own set of problems, but also its high points.
No, but they were asking like, is there a favorite edition?
I like 9th.
If you also old heads, they're gonna say third and fourth edition.
Early 9th to like the start of 10th was pretty solid. 9th edition was a little more complicated, but like that's kind of why it was fun because it kind of weeded out the tourists. Like, what the fuck is a power level? Why am I doing math in my dice games? Like, yes. Learn your multiplication tables, idiot.
But yeah, in the game, Eldars are quite flimsy. They're very extremely not tanky. They're very mobile, and they cannot slug out with the majority of factions like the orcs, who are the slugging faction. They get bodied if they get into melee with them. Unless you have the banshees, essentially, or the incubi, who are made for that kind of thing. But they cannot take a pounding. Yes.
Tabletop, absolutely not.
No, I'm sure they can take a pounding.
Oh,
I believe it.
Also, Atari, like I know we were joking about the Drukhari not being in Devore. You know they turned a guy into living soup, right?
No, that's literally Vortex. Excuse me, that's literally Vortex.
Temp's
like,
here. What do you mean?
Sorry, I, most of the time when I have to make a point like that, it's Temp that I'm saying it to. So
I can say, like, yeah, okay, the Drukhari, I don't want to list up the entire list of what they're into, but they are even to the point where they're cannibals to a high degree.
There's a couple of highlights of my favorite. That was like I said, they literally turned one guy into sentient like soup. Like his consciousness is intact and everything. The homunculus are wild.
So that he could feel himself being eaten?
Oh yeah, he's still around. He's just in a dish, and every once
in
a while,
you don't have to be soup to feel yourself being eaten.
Yeah,
very true.
Apparently, Mizu knows about that, but it couldn't be
something I love when people make fun of Eldars or Dark Eldars in particular. It's kind of like yes, but however. I make the joke that Dark Eldars are the thing they also keep the light running, or the light is the electrician if you're in your that keeps your light on in the Imperium. Because there's a Dark Pact where they actually may or may not help the Golden Throne that keeps the Emperor alive to still running, because they are the only one who has stole the knowledge of how it works. And so they are given...
I have to sandbag you because they've retconned that. It didn't work very well. It lasted like 100 years. So you didn't even fix it right. You didn't even fix it right.
Off.
Like it's still breaking down, and it's not even confirmed if that actually happened or if it's just a rumor.
No, it's an certain thing, but I'll run with it. I roll with it.
Yeah,
it's just hope.
Like, oh yeah, it's like the Dark Eldar helped fix the
Atari fell for his own people's propaganda.
Yeah. No, it's like they're like, oh yeah, we helped fix the Golden Throne, silly Monkai, and like 100 years later, the fix that they did stopped working, and it's like, oh
no, like they don't say it to them, because this is like something that only a few like tend to talk about it. You know, if you know this is Imperium, you are shot on sight.
Well, the Fabricator General knows about it. He had to, and the Custodians know about it. But like, yeah, it's like it didn't even last very long, which I thought was very funny.
So. The question: do you guys want to know about the meme between the why do people ship two
elf lady
and
why is she next to Rabute Gilliman?
Or do you want to save that for a different day?
Wait, what? What meme?
Anyway, like the art you'll see around of like the big Space Marine guy standing next to the weird elf lady.
Oh, how long? Well, okay. It depends. How long do you think it'll take? And do you think Mizu would be able to go through it?
It's like look like sentence. It's not that big a deal.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's just so basically like the lady is in what's her name again? I can never remember. Yvraine, yeah. So her name is Yvraine. She leads the new like Yanari Eldar faction that kind of doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, there we go.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna get a better image. 1 sec.
Yeah. So Gilliman. After the heresy stuff, he got stabbed with like a super poison from Fulgrim. He's been in stasis for the past 10,000 years.
Very zoomed out image.
Yeah. I don't know what Tari's doing.
Actually, my bad.
So about 5 years ago, she helped, along with Belisarius Call, like cure Gilliman of the poison, bring him out of his stasis, and so now Gilliman's back and ready to lead the Imperium. And so they have like a sort of soft like alliance between each other. It's kind of like a sort of you don't bug me, I won't bug you kind of thing. And so they're doing their things with that. And the fandom has taken this to mean that they are absolutely having raw sex every single night, no condom, and it's really cringe.
Wow.
Everyone knows it's a joke, but everyone likes to run with it because it is
so cringe.
There's
It's
a
like
Twitter
every time-
artist who does nothing but art of them, like sneaking behind other people's backs.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I've seen art of her, like where she's like very pouty in a couple of the images.
Yeah.
Yes.
we can end it on one joke.
Yeah, some of the memes are funny, but honestly, like a lot of people take it like too far. Where it's like they've had like a hand. I think they've only actually interacted in person like 2 or 3 times, and it's been very professional and diplomatic and shit.
But you know,
it's cringe, and like with the Yanari faction, they've basically dropped the plot line they were going with because I don't think they realized what they're gonna do with it. They wrote themselves into a corner, and so currently in the lore, the Yanari faction is like falling apart. And like I said earlier, I think they're gonna be written out of the lore in like 11th edition.
Well,
they're gonna get picked up.
We can end it on this low here, I think, on this little funny joke.
Funny meme. Oh yeah, I see. You see that.
Shay's gonna appreciate it. I love this one.
Yeah, Maisie, do you want to pull
It's
it
the
up?
very current, of course, because the new Primarch recently awoke. And he's like, he was...
Lionel Johnson is Gilliman's brother, and he also just recently woke up.
Yes.
Did I go get it up?
Yep, I have it up.
Well, my friends, I have to say, I'm feeling a bit behind. So much in this galaxy has changed since last I was awake. Can I trust you little fellows to fill me in?
Yes, sir, Saran.
Ah, splendid. Tell me, did we ever get that whole Luther situation sorted out?
Yes, sir, he escaped.
Escaped? Gosh, it's a good thing I woke up when I did. Are there any other threats to the Imperium I should be worried about?
I do love how they're muffled.
And how many times has this Abaddon fellow tried? Oh, wow, you think he'd have succeeded through sheer probability by now. How's Cadia doing? Oh, to shreds, you say. And what of my brothers? Any of them still kicking about? Oh well, could be worse. He did what with the what?
Okay, I understood that. I
understood that. The ending part. Wait, continue.
Wait.
Keep playing.
With the what?
No.
I want to go back.
Could be worse.
If the emojis, yeah.
That is amazing. He fucking here.
It's really good.
That's really good.
He did what with the what?
Because he's hyper xenophobe as well.
He's particularly xenophobic.
Did anyone else feel that just now? Feel what, my lord? Just a chill in the air. Like disapproval from a sibling. Shall I take you to the apothecary, my lord? No, it's probably nothing.
That's amazing.
Oh my. Yeah.
Don't fuck elves, yeah.
So yeah, that's your rundown for it with artistic level of detail of some weird things you don't need to worry about.
Gabby says the little guys are also Xenos.
Be worse.
Probably don't know.
I don't even know.
What are they called? They're called the Watchers, right? I think. Yeah, they're Watchers of the Rock. They're cool guys. They're little dudes. Apparently, demons are terrified of them. A bunch of demons try to invade the Rock, which is where the Dark Angels, like their headquarters are. Yeah, the Watchers. And every time the demons like encountered a Watcher just walking down the hall, they fucking shit their pants and ran the other way, and nobody really knows why.
I just find it hilarious that these little toddlers running around and demons are just fucking afraid of him.
That's how his model actually is, though. They're like carrying his sword sheath in real life and everything. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Bad.
But
oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show that off.
Oh jeez. I didn't know Orc was playing games in the background a bit.
That's not too saucy.
They also sent me that one.
Well, that is cute. See, but yeah, I find it hilarious because Misu Blue. And I don't know what, but all Eldars have soft spot for blue characters or characters who wear blue.
It's happened a few times. I don't know how to feel about it.
I don't know even how to feel about it.
Remember that one Exodite or the one the one Vindicari and his Farseer waifu?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
The Vindicari, you've seen it's the old SFM animation of the Vindicari is going to shoot that Farseer, and then the Necrons come out the ground, and then they have a moment.
I don't remember that.
It's an old animation.
I'm good.
The Watchers are immune to the warp.
What's that?
That said, the Watchers are immune to the warp.
Yeah, they're like weird, like they're either powerful psychers or they're like blanks. It's kind of unclear. Again, like this falls into the fucking what's his name? It falls into the new Abaddon plot lines that GW has also recently kind of dropped and doesn't know what they're doing with.
GW will now notice they pick up things, and if it's stick, you stick, and they don't.
What's the name of the fucker who invaded the Rock? I have to look up his data sheet because I don't remember his name, but he's boring. Vastor, yeah, it's the Vastor shit. They've dropped that shit too.
Oh, he was such a cool addition as well.
He was kind of cool, yeah. His model on release was fucking horrible. His stats.
So we for Shah who don't know, we are spoken out over Chaos factions a little bit, or the new introduced things they introduced 2 years ago and then completely dropped.
Look at the little boys, Mizu. They're so helpful. They're apparently like Eldritch horrors, but.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cute when you have stuff that doesn't show a face like that.
Oh, they're adorable, but I love the fact that they're probably Eldritch horrors.
We don't need to go. We don't need to look what's under the hood. They kind of like Jawas.
That's what they do actually. Like during the Rock too, they actually like carry around their swords and help clean their armor and shit too. They're like.
So what have we learned today, Alko and Misu?
I learned that Atari's people are into vor.
Yeah, I've also learned that your people are extremely degenerate.
Oh,
you heard
Lord.
it here first, folks. Swedish people are into vor universally.
Blame Ewoks is what I am being told by chat.
Oh, fuck's
No, the Ewoks are the good guys.
Yeah, that's just tape. That's just tape being tape. Ignore tape.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, like I feel like without going into depth to other weird things, like for instance, like all the Chaos God, like I want to say all the Eldar gods are kind of like they're just shards or like shattered of the former selves, or one of them just fucking off.
Kane. I forgot to talk about Kane.
Kane.
Okay, there's a meme about Kane.
So
he's
Kane
just shards now.
So Kane wasn't killed when Slaanesh was born. He was shattered into shards, essentially. And so now, at the heart of every craft world, there's a shrine to Kane. And what can happen? I can't remember what his name is, but it's a special Eldar. He sacrifices himself, and he takes on the aspect of Kane and turns into the images that we were saying earlier. And they use him as like a sort of battlefield war engine to kind of like turn the tide of a fight. The problem is, though, it's called the Avatar of Kane. It's basically become. Do you guys know what the Worf effect is?
The guy from Star Trek?
So the Worf effect is that it was created because of Worf. You've seen it in other media too. It's essentially like you have some like super strong guy on the cast, like Worf, for example, and you have the villain beat that guy up really good to show he's a really big threat and he's super powerful, right? That's why Worf gets his axe kicked all the time, right? By like everybody. The Avatar of Kane kind of has Worf syndrome, where he is constantly getting defeated by people, basically as a way to show off that the other people who beat him are really good. He
doesn't get a lot of wins. He gets dunked by named characters to show they're powerful.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a badge of honor that a named character like kicks an Avatar of Kane's ass. Like he's supposed to be the aspect of like a primal god of like war and shit, and he's constantly getting beaten by just regular space marines.
It has happened a little bit too many times where people now feel bad for Kane, say, "Oh, give the poor guy I'm waiting already."
Atari, you might know a little more than me. I don't think the Avatar of Kane has won a single battle against the named character.
Oh, okay. Now you fucked me when you said named character.
Because of course he's gonna kill the jobbers, but like anytime he fights like anyone with importance, he just fucking goes body.
The thing is, it's kind of like in any book where Kane is like the Avatar of Kane come up. It's more so, and even in games, like any story mode, he never gets a win.
No, it's so bad.
But it is just a angry like shard of a god, essentially. They just walks around the battlefield.
Like, he's actually super cool in lore and has a bunch of really cool powers and shit. His blood is molten iron and shit. But he just gets bodied by every named character he fights.
Yeah, but...
is this GIF like...
That's from a Hammer and Bolter
like everything
episode.
in 40k, they are glazed to hell and back, but then bodied by any named character.
Honestly,
that's typically how it goes.
There's a Tyranid commander unit called the Swarmlord, and the Swarmlord has also kind of turned into another avatar of Kane, where named characters beat or defeat the Swarmlord as a sort of like stepping stone.
Kane is worse, because I will show you.
Kane has definitely lost way more. At least the Swarmlord like did cool shit on McCrag, but like Kane just fucking.
Oh shit, I can't find it. It's another meme, because there is memes where they fight, and it's the fight of the kinda, as he mentioned the name, I forgot what he called it, that kind of thing. And the Swarmlord just Swarmlord just looked at him just threw a body like his soldiers at a Kane. Like after Kane, he just won that.
Yeah, even the Swarmlord kills Kane, which is like, Jesus Christ, guys, come on.
Have some respect.
He's actually really cool on the tabletop, and he's kind of spooky because he's really the only serious melee threat the Eldar have in like a tough unit. He's like their only seriously tough unit.
So yeah, and I think like these are the major points with the Eldar essentially without going too much deep into it. Obviously, like overall. So Eldar, don't really trust them. They're out there for themselves a lot of times. They are very scrawny. Orcs call them scrawnies or spikies, depending on what they are.
There is.
I can't imagine why the big beefy race that are made out of mushrooms would call the tiny race a bunch of scrawnies.
Yeah,
well, they are also like.
Can't imagine whatsoever.
They're also physically weak. Like the Eldar get by being like incredibly nimble and dexterous, but if you get a solid hit on them, they will crumple like a wet newspaper.
Like because there are D&D versions of this called Rogue Trader, and in the rules set, all Eldars have unnatural agility ×2, and all orcs have unnatural toughness ×2. Yeah. So they all like kind of like they're on the different spectrum of like kind of thing, and also Eldars have a lot of armors and stuff are just like it is perfected to the point to be like some of the lightest gear you can wear, essentially.
It's incredibly great, but it's like it's not durable in the slightest.
No, well, it's not meant to be hit.
I know, which is retarded. But anyways, because Wraithbone is simultaneously one of the strongest and weakest materials the Eldar have, depending on what the writer says. Like Wraith Knights are stupid durable, taking tank shots all day, but you know that striking Scorpion. Oh, you sneezed on him funny, and his head blew up.
It's like an iPhone chat. The first iPhones, you sneeze on it, you drop it in the water, and broke.
Yeah, it's iPhone versus Nokia.
Anyways, chat. I believe I'm gonna send you guys off to Royan.
You send people off to Royan.
I have a question for Akko's chat. There's a video game where it depicts the avatar of Kane, like actual process being created. I need to remember the name because I want to find the clip, and I'm asking you for help because I'm lazy. And I can't find it on my own. It's an old hexagonal like strategy game, kind of like fucking StarCraft.
I was about to say Dawn of War.
No, it's older than that. It's way older.
Ah, well, but what's you can think about what you want to learn about next time.
Next time, okay. Which major races have we covered? All of the major races, or
we're not covered?
I didn't think we do Tyranids.
Tyranids we're gonna do a funnier one, and I want to be a horror. They are a horror fest, and GW forgot about that part.
I figured they probably would be.
But we have reach your fourth panelist here on YouTube. We covered that earlier. He didn't have a YouTube. He's just a homie.
I'm just a guy.
If you want to know more about Sid, you have to stay tuned to Akko and Misu.
Yes.
I like brown ladies. That's about it. That's all I need to say. That's
if you go to
and with that,
any of our
chat.
Discords. Yeah, fucking hell.
Oh.